Cross paths, we collide, shatter on sight, be advised. Not fucking with the average mind, more savage at the prime. Make the first count, fuck a second time. The storm's coming, I can hear the chimes. If you ain't built for war, nigga, stay inside. Navigate life without a proper guide. Getting by without snapping and going Oppenheim. Nuclear thoughts, hold court and never set aside. Setting eyes on targets locked till they compromised. Amongst the people, it's a great divide. Never shunning fam just to choose a side. Demons will take souls to feel alive. They smoking on they ops, but they dead inside. Really, there is no competition. Really, there is no competition. Make them disappear. The magician. Really, there is no competition. Really, there is no competition. Gore-Tex, no facing it. Through the elements, rain, snow, whatever falls from the firmament. 10 toes, burning O's for the hell of it. Stress toes, keeping hold of this dominance. Let it go. I can feel the love dying slow, breathing low. Ain't no sense in reviving it. Got a little murky with the politics. Hidden messages, shady labels supporting it. We gotta up the key, need a culture shift. Taking rappers out to repair the riff. Spewing out curses in the form of gifts on the fence. Breaking one down, not making sense. F is exhausted on this nonsense when I can harness it with the power to launch rockets. 93 supreme and beyond this. Never take it light when the dark hits. Really, there is no competition. Really, there is no competition. Make them disappear. The magician.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, man. Here we are. Here we are. Another Thursday, another Thursday, another Thursday. Happy to see everybody. Happy to see everybody. We're gonna be doing a little something different today, man. I don't know. I've just been watching a lot of videos and everything about like I don't know, just like helping everybody when it comes to like content creating and everything. It's just I feel like it's something that's not really talked about, and I don't know, man. I feel like I want to talk about like content creating. I want to talk about demonetization. I want to talk about copyrights, all that other stuff. And then also, if you're trying to get into the space of being a content creating yourself and what come along with it, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't understand what comes along with content creating. So pretty much you end up doing what you want to do, but then there are certain avenues that you come across in your journey. So y'all know I be freestyling this and everything. But it's like, for instance, like I was just in like one of our one of our reaction group chats and everything, and somebody had left they had left like a message in there for everybody to read about like UMG striking their channel and stuff like that. It's these are the things that you have to come across. So it's like you want to have it to a place where you can create a safe haven for yourself. So what do I mean by that, creating a safe haven? What I mean by creating a safe haven for yourself is like if you're going to be a reaction channel, like don't cater to just one particular artist. If you cater to just one particular artist, what ends up happening is when that artist isn't dropping anything for a while, your channel ends up suffering because they're not dropping any content. You know what I mean? So if you base your whole channel or your content around somebody else, eventually it comes to a point where people have to figure out who the real you is. So that's why like with my channel, I take pride in like introducing myself, letting people know who I am. When the word is all this, hold on a second. Like what in the world is going on, Kick? But yeah, I feel like introducing myself to others and everything. That's why like when I do my content, I make sure that I talk to people about me as well as the artist. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we can connect when it comes to the artist, but it's like if you want to learn about more content and everything and learn about the creator themselves, then you could take heed to what I'm saying. Because I have people that go into my comments and they're like, "Yo, man, Lo, like 2 or 3 years ago, you were dropping gems in these reactions." But I like was so into the reaction that I didn't even realize what you were saying. You know what I'm saying? So I try to leave a piece of life and wisdom to like everybody that comes across my channel and watches my videos, because there's like a lesson in every video. You know, whether I get the idea from the artists themselves or whether it just comes to me out of nowhere, like something happens, like, you know, in the video, like outside or something like that. It makes me think about things. So that's why, like, you know, I kind of like just stay in my own lane when it comes to stuff like that. I like to show people how to create content. And like I said, if you're a content creator out there and you're wondering how to get into this space, or your channel isn't doing what you wanted to do, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm not a huge channel on YouTube and on other platforms and everything, but I do produce content, and I do know like a little something about a little something. You know what I'm saying? Whether it is what you want, whether what you want to do or not. Like I said, the way I started this channel, it started with like music and Mac Miller reactions, right? And then I decided that I wanted to try other things, you know what I'm saying? So I started dipping in other stuff. What up, Lou? Was good? Shouts to Lou, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Appreciate you pulling up. I was doing something different today, Lou. Like I was like, I wanted to talk about content creating, man. I've been wanting to talk about content creating for a long time, because I believe there's a lot of, I know actually there's a lot of people that watch my content that either are content creators or want to get into content creating. So I'm like, why wouldn't I not show people that? You know what I'm saying? Like, we could talk about reactions all day. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But what about, what do other people want to do? Because I know a lot of people watch reactors and creators and they're like, yo, man, that looks dope, but I could never do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's not true. Like, there's a fan base for everyone out here. Everybody got fans and friends everywhere, all across the globe. Like I said, they just don't know you exist yet. When they find out you exist, you find your people, man. That's a fact. 1000%. Vicky was good. Salute to Vicky. Appreciate you pulling up. But yo, like, that's a fact though. Like, when you dip into this space and everything, like, you start to realize you come across cool people. Like, everybody that's pulling up to the chat, man, salute to them, man. Those are the homies right there. You know what I'm saying? They got to know me through like different creators and like different artists up here, and they're just genuinely cool people. Then you find out your community has so much talent, man. Like, our community has a lot of talent, dog. It's crazy how much talent they got. You know, especially like when it comes to like Lou plays like the cello and stuff like that, man. That's wild. I ain't never met a cello player before. You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there is fire. Like, there's so much talent, so many personalities, man, and they help you grow as an individual. That's why I'm so grateful that I listened to my homies when they told me to create a YouTube channel. Yeah, salute to Luke. You already know Luke. Come on, man. You know, don't be modest. You know, you out there doing your thing. But yeah, it's just, I'm glad I created the channel for all the people I met, because you don't know who nobody knows. And that's the dope thing about communities too. Like, you could be doing something and you could be part of the community, and people could like help push your stuff forward and help support you. You know what I mean? But you need a community. Everybody that's become successful, there was a community somewhere to support them. You can't do it by yourself. You could try trusting the algorithm, but you don't have a connection with your audience. That's kind of like how my TikTok is. You know what I'm saying? My TikTok channel, y'all follow me on TikTok too. Y'all see exactly what I'm talking about. Like, my TikTok channel is a lot of random people that go in there and like comment on my content. But at the end of the day, I don't really know them. I don't have a relationship with them. I haven't really spoke to them outside of TikTok or in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that connection. That connection isn't there. We connecting through the content, but you're not connecting through the creator. And I'm not saying you need to connect with the creator all the time. I'm just speaking for the people that want to be content creators and like another view on everything. And that's pretty much how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I tried this. I got this Liquid Death right here, man. This right here, this Pina Colada Liquid Death. I had to get it on Amazon. I can't find the store. This is actually pretty good. So community is the heart of the content. Absolutely. Look at like, for instance, Lou, look at Ren. Ren is where Ren is because he understands how powerful the community is. That's the reason why he's where he's at right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's in a space where he's not like, of course he's not like the richest artist in the world, but he doesn't have to be. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, for instance, like, there's other people, like, you got like rappers like Currency. People wonder how Currency is so relevant. Currency is so relevant because Currency has a fan base that supports everything he does. You know, so he could take a vinyl, right? This is the crazy part about marketing, right? And how heavy like your fan base is. He could take a vinyl, right? He could make 100 vinyls, and he could sell each one of those vinyls for like $200 or $500. There's only 100. And he would have somebody buy all those vinyls like within like the first few hours, maybe the first few minutes. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. He doesn't care to be the richest artist. That isn't his priority. That's a fact. And that's what I'm saying. Like, he knows that his community is going to push his music. 'Cause at the end of the day, what Ren wants his community to push his music. That's what it is. He wants them to, but greater than the music, he wants them to push his message. Because Ren knows if his message gets out there, it could change the world and it can make people happy. So at the end of the day, that is his currency right there. The love is Ren's currency. And I believe love should be everybody's currency. But at the same time, we have, you know what I'm saying? We have like that, you know, of course you got money because you still gotta live to survive, right? So of course you do need that support, but people won't mind supporting somebody if they're getting value out of what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it comes from. Well, that's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? It's that balance. Because of course you have like content creators and like artists out here that are out there for the money, and those are the ones that I say don't really connect with their audience. You know what I'm saying? They're out there, they're making a lot of money, they get a lot of support, but they don't really connect with them. There's a difference. Like for instance, when we talk about difference and connections with artists, let's talk about J. Cole for example, right? So J. Cole just dropped his album, you know, the fall off and everything. What J. Cole is doing right now for his fan base is something that's never been done before. J. Cole used to drive from North Carolina to New York all the time to get signed. Then eventually Jay-Z signed him, right? And he had this old busted up Honda Civic. What J. Cole is doing right now, J. Cole found that has that same Honda Civic that he had. I don't know if he got rid of it or bought it off somebody, bought it back, but he has that same Honda Civic and he's riding around the US selling physical copies of the CD out of the trunk of the Honda Civic and inviting people into the Honda Civic to ride around with him while he plays the album for them. That right there is something that's never been done, period. Because you're taking it back to like the essence of hip hop when you're selling mixtapes and CDs out of the trunk of your car. Because that's how everything started before the DSPs and stuff. That when I saw that, I was like, yo, that's a genius idea. You're vulnerable, but at the same time, you're connecting with your people. It's interesting that when your priorities are correct, benefit naturally follows. That's a fact. That is a fact right there. Yeah, Lou, that right there is fire. Like, J. Cole is out there like handing out CDs, like hand to hand, taking pictures. And then there's artists out there that want to rap for him. He lets them rap for him and he shouts out their Instagram or their YouTube. He's actually in there. Now, when it comes to that, right? So when it comes to stuff like that, right? It sounds all cool and everything. So then, you know, let's take this back to Virginia. So he went out Norfolk State, man. If you guys aren't familiar, Norfolk State is a HBCU out here in, you know, Virginia, right? Honorary Black College and everything. So he went to Norfolk State. Tell me why when he went out Norfolk State, which is like 10 minutes up the street, he went to Norfolk State. Norfolk State isn't, but Norfolk is. He went to Norfolk State and he had to leave because there was people out Norfolk that was over there. And let me be clear. I don't think they had bad intentions at all. But it's just like, you guys are from here and y'all been out the trenches in Norfolk, then y'all know what I'm talking about. But it's an unfamiliar energy. So like when he pulled up, people were pulling on the door and everything, and he had to dip out. But then he went down to Hampton University across the water, and it was all love. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the things you run into when you make yourself vulnerable. You don't know what people's intentions are. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate because that's like the closest J. Cole's been to where I'm at. Because, you know what I'm saying, if I wouldn't know he was out Norfolk State, I would have went out Norfolk State and tried to, like, get pictures and all that stuff, or at least try to film it for you guys so you guys can see it. But, yeah, if y'all type it in on YouTube, you know, J. Cole handing out CDs for the fall off or whatever, you guys will see it. You know, so he's out there doing his thing. But once again, we're talking about community. So it goes back to the content creating conversations about what you do with your content and who's affected by your content. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's wild, man. It's wild to me. Me and my wife was actually having a conversation about somebody we know that they make music and everything, but what they talk about in their music, you know, to each his own. But at the same time, I feel like this individual has a story to tell because I know this individual, like, personally. I grew up with them. I don't talk to them now, but I knew them while we were growing up. And they have a story to tell. But in their music, they don't put out that story. They put out the stuff that, you know, I guess that they think people want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like the bravado, like the braggadocious shit, the money, the chains, the watches, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like there's a deeper meaning. This person has a real story to tell. And I feel like if that person locks into that story, I feel like he'll have a bigger connection with his community, which will help him grow as an artist. I think the problem is the more you become a celebrity, the harder it is to be part of the community you've created. That's a fact. So the thing about J. Cole, Vicky, J. Cole, in the beginning, before he got signed, he wanted the chain, he wanted to be flashy, he wanted to do all that stuff, right? He wanted to do it all, you know, and J. Cole is like one of the biggest hip hop artists in the world right now, you know, so with him, he wanted all that when he first started. When he got the fame and everything, he realized that he kind of missed not, you know what I'm saying, not having so much spotlight on him. He thought he wanted the fame until he got it. So what he does, he never, even when he listened to his album, he's like, no money in my pocket, no diamond in my, he was like, no money in my pocket. He's like, what do you say, man? I forgot exactly. I'm paraphrasing now. Yeah, he's like, no diamond. He was like, no money in my pocket, no rollies on my wrist. I'm not a walking lick or something like that. So a lick is pretty much somebody getting robbed. So he's saying, I don't have any money on me. So if somebody's robbing me, you're not getting anything. So J. Cole doesn't walk around with chains, money, none of that stuff. A lot of people don't even know it's him because he keeps a hoodie on his head. Like he has this song called Pit Stop on his album. And then he talks about it. He goes into an unfamiliar place and he doesn't have a hoodie like he normally does, but he needs gas for his car. So he pulls up to the gas station and he's pumping his gas and everything. And a homeless guy walks up to him and he's selling weed. He's like, yo, man, try to buy some weed. And then he's like, you look familiar. J. Cole's like, yeah, I get that a lot. I'm not trying to buy no weed. And then the guy's like, wait a minute, hold up. That's Cole. He's like, man, I can't believe it. He's like, I used to blast your mixtape when I was 13 years old and all this other stuff. He's like, now I'm out here doing what I'm doing. And then J. Cole took a picture with him, everything, hugged his hand, you know, gave him love and all that stuff. And J. Cole is like, it's not about the money you make, it's about the lives you affect, pretty much. And he pretty much put that all into a song. You know what I'm saying? If Interscope wasn't his distro, I would play that song for y'all right now so y'all can hear it. But it's a really fire concept. You know what I mean? So it must be difficult to lose your anonymity. I can never say that word. Yeah, it is, man. Because you think about like you can't go out, and that's another thing with Cole too. Cole doesn't. His wife, his kids, he doesn't even have them out there. You know what I'm saying? People don't even know what his kids look like. You know, because he keeps a low profile and everything. So it's like you're one of the biggest artists in the world, and you keep a low profile. You know, and people know who he is because when he goes out to the air, if you guys watch the videos, when he goes out to these places, there's people out there that notice him and they see him. And they're all excited. So I was watching one video and it was like him and he had a whole bunch of people. And then there were some people in the cut that were loud. And he's like, hey, y'all, look. He's like, y'all can't turn up. He's like, I need y'all to just stay calm. He's like, because the way energy works, if they come over here and they're lit and they see that y'all lit, it's going to turn to ruckus. He's like, so what I want y'all to do, stay calm. He's like, because when they're lit and they come over here and see y'all are calm, their energy is going to come calm. They're going to like gravitate towards the calm energy. He's like, that's what I want. I don't want it to get real rowdy because y'all know I'm here. And his community listened. They got real low, and the people came over and they got low. Double-edged sword for sure. You know what I mean? It's like, but you know how it is too. The more, it's kind of crazy too, man. Because like, I feel like the more you're out there, and obviously when you get out there and you get bigger, it's like it's harder to be outside more because you always got jealous and envy. But it's the connection. Like I say all the time, man. It's not so much about what you do on the internet; it's what you do off the internet, which helps grow your community organically. You know what I'm saying? You're not growing on social media, so it's like you're not becoming as popular on the internet as you would if you like did charades and all this other stuff and, you know, controversy. You know, you're being known for what you're doing in the community. Like I like it when people talk about an artist being out this way, like even Clips. Y'all know the Clips are from Virginia. People would talk about Clips and like how they saw like Pusha T or Malice or like Pharrell. It's not on the internet nowhere. And they're like, yo, man, I just saw them out this way doing X, Y, and Z. Nothing was recorded. So then it's like word of mouth. And that right there is dope to me. That type of stuff is always fire because it's like, everything's not supposed to be for the internet. And like I said, it's about what you do off the internet more than what you do on the internet. You know? So yeah. That's how that goes, man. You know the Clips are from Virginia? What? What? Malice and Pusha T, man, they from Virginia Beach. Come on, man. They from the same place I'm from. Salute to them. So when it comes to the Clips, right? We used to me and my cousin used to see them at the mall all the time. There was this mall. I don't know. I think they took it down now or it's vacant. I actually want to go there and look. But there's this mall called Military Circle Mall, right? So the history of Military Circle Mall when I was younger, right? My mom didn't like me going there. I had to like kind of fight to go there. I was like in middle school when it first got made. So when it first got built, it was like the biggest mall, man. It's like connected to like the DoubleTree and all that stuff, or the DoubleTree's right there. I'm sorry. And out there, it got real crazy, right? People would just, you know, I gotta have a dark story with all the positive shit, right? So like, there was like this thing going on where people would be underneath your car, and they would cut your Achilles tendon. That's how I learned what the Achilles tendon was from that being on the news. They would cut your Achilles tendon while they'll wait underneath your car, and then when you're about to get in your car, they'll cut your Achilles tendon, and then they'll rob you. And that was like a thing out there in Military Highway, like at Military Circle Mall, right? So fast forward, that same mall, me and my cousin used to go to that same. Yeah, it was crazy, Lou. Yeah, it was a whole thing. They stayed away from kids, from what I've seen. I don't know no kids that happened to. It was always happened to like adults and everything. You know, because we weren't during that time. We were in middle school. We weren't driving. You know what I'm saying? We were getting dropped off at the mall and everything. So yeah. So we would go to the movie theater and all that other stuff. So what ended up happening was we would go there all the time. Right over there, like what about like they would be outside of like DTLR or Foot Locker or Foot Action. You would see like Gene, Gene and Terrence. That's Pusha T and Malice for those that don't know. You would see Gene, you would see Terrence. They'll be outside of the store, just sitting there on like they sidekicks, because back in the day, sidekicks and two ways were like a thing. Out there on they sidekicks, because people don't even know like Clip's been rapping since like I want to say like '98. They've been rapping since like the '90s, maybe earlier than that, but I go back to about '98, '99. You know what I'm saying? They've been rapping for a long time. But like, yeah, they'll just be on their sidekicks and all that stuff, and people will walk by, you know what I'm saying? They dap them up, they keep it moving. They won't even, to us, they weren't even celebrities. You know what I'm saying? They weren't even celebrities to us. We would just see them so much. Like, I swear, I saw like Pusha T and Malice like all the time at the mall. Every Saturday we would go there, they would be there. I never seen Pharrell in person, but I would see them all the time at the mall. And I'm talking about, this is like when we're seeing them in the mall, this is like when grinding is going off. You know what I'm saying? Like they hit. Grinding is like out of here. It's everywhere. And this is when we're seeing them at the mall. It's crazy, man. It was crazy. Then you had the whole like, last time, Ma Don't Love Her, all that stuff later on. It's just like, yeah, it was dope. But they hung around and everything. And they said they'll never leave Virginia Beach. Even when Malice wasn't rapping, we would see him all the time. Like my wife would go to like One Life Fitness, she would see him there. And then when you go to like downtown Virginia Beach, like in Town Center, you would see him walking across the street, going to the different stores. He'll have like his family with him. Cause I remember I saw him. It's back when he had the mohawk, and I remember I was waiting in traffic, and it was like he was just walking across the street with like his family. It was dope, man. Salute the Clips, man. That's what I'm glad that I love Kendrick, man. I do love Kendrick Lamar, but I really wish Clips album, Let God Sort Him Out. This one right here, I really wish this album would have got that Grammy, man. For real. I really wish it would have, man. I love GNX. GNX is a fire album, but I just feel like Let God Sort Him Out is better. Sonically, historically, everything. You know what I'm saying? Subject matter wise, all that. It is what it is, though. Salute to the Clips, man. Salute to the Clips. But I just been looking at stuff like that, man. Just content creating and everything, and then not falling victim to covering certain controversial topics. Because I know some people, like when content creating pays the bills, that's when a lot of people, you feel like you're in a jam. Cause like, I could speak on this and I could go viral, but it's like the virality, like you gotta chase that now. So let's say me, for instance, right? Let's say we have the community we have now, and then I decide I see a moment where I could like bash another content creator, do whatever, do some toxic popularity shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't really think of nothing off the top of my head, but y'all know how viral moments are. I capitalize off a viral moment that compromises me and the community. I'm gonna get a lot of followers, but everybody's gonna be looking for that content again. So now I injected my community with these toxic people. So we'll go into the comments, maybe we'll do a reaction, and because they follow me, they're like, yo, what is this and that, because it doesn't match their level of toxicity. Like, who is this rapper talking about positivity? Man, you went viral for talking, that toxic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the hell? Why you listening to them? You a contradiction, stuff like that. Those type of things, man. It's real. So I don't like doing that. Like I say all the time, y'all. My biggest thing is protecting the community and everything. And I know we got different types of people. Why did I just do what I just did? I just mixed two different flavors, man. I mixed the Dr. Death with the damn pina colada. Maybe it tastes like something. I doubt it though. It's probably gonna taste terrible. It's okay. Hey Lou, you wanna see something crazy? I'm gonna show you something crazy real quick, just to let people know how long I've been doing this content creating stuff, because I just want people to know. Let me see. Yeah, look at this. You see this right here? This is me. This right here is me. This is like my Xbox. This is like my Xbox dashboard, okay? As you can see me right here. This, y'all see this room? This is the same room. This is the same exact room right here. Right? This is the same room. This is the same exact room. I'm trying to find this actual picture so I can blow it up for y'all, but it has all this other stuff behind it because I want y'all to see the room. But this is the actual picture of when I first started. Not when I first started, but when I first moved my stuff upstairs to this room. In the beginning, this was a storage room. As you see the shoe boxes and stuff. This was a storage room for my shoes. And I would just like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I was just starting out. So in the beginning, the way I looked at it was like, I'm covering hip hop. No, this wasn't when I was covering hip hop. I was doing the Twitch stuff. So it's like I'm gaming and stuff like that, and I'm talking about sneakers. So it's good for me to be like this because you know, I'm looking at like people are gonna see the sneakers and they're gonna be captivated by it. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's what they're into and that's what my audience is that's what I'm going for. But I also love music. But then like we were talking about like in the chat and everything, it makes you look like materialistic. You know what I'm saying? And I never looked at it that way. I never looked at it that way at all, man. I was just like, yo, you know what? This is kind of like crazy when you think about it. But of course, when y'all get to know me, y'all know like it's not about that type of stuff. It's just like when you back to content creating. When you're content creating, it's like you can, you know, you want to bring in your audience. So you want to bring in your people or like-minded people. Like for instance, that's why you see like the Wu-Tang, like gaming guide, strategy guide, and everything. You see like Dragon Ball Z and all that stuff, Dragon Ball Super, because that's the type of stuff I'm into. So it's like it's there for people to gravitate towards you. Like, oh, they like Dragon Ball Z, oh, they like this, they like that, and that builds a connection right there. So when I was doing the whole thing with the sneakers and everything, that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? The sneakers was just like a thing. Like, oh, okay, like people know I like sneakers, they'll gravitate towards it. But like the community was saying, they're like, it made, in the beginning, who was it? I forgot. I ain't gonna put them out. I forgot her name though. I do know her name. I'm not gonna put her out like that though. Cause I don't feel like it's a diss, but I don't want nobody looking at her differently. But she had said it. She was like, when I first came and watched like your REM reactions, you look materialistic with all the sneakers and everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that she said that because I was thinking that before she even said it. You know what I'm saying? Because of course those aren't my intentions, but I understand how somebody could see that, especially if they're not from like the same world as me. You know what I'm saying? Or they grew up differently. I could see that being looked at that way. You know what I'm saying? So just stuff like that. Yeah, Lou. You know what I'm saying? I really feel nothing for it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't bother me in any way. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I get it. Perception, absolutely, definitely the perception. Cause no lie, even now, like I told you, like even now when it comes to like even this background right here, like as you clearly see in the video, I mean the picture that y'all see right here. Let me see. I gotta get my cursor on so I can like point to different stuff. Where the hell is Elgato at? It should just capture it on its own. Did I open Elgato? It doesn't even have the border up there because that's what I want. I didn't want to have the border. Damn, I can't even get to it. How the hell do I access it? Well, I like it that way anyways because it takes the border off. But anyways, well, like as you can see, like you see the cup over there. You know what I'm saying? You see like the MF Doom. So it's like I'm trying. I forgot what the hell I was talking about after I tried to get that joint pulled up. But yeah, but now that's what I'm saying. All right, yeah, I'm back to it. So as you can see with this right here, there's nothing. There's no bed in here. There's no, the shelves. There's nothing. None of that stuff is here yet. You know what I'm saying? And this picture right here is from 2000. I want to say it came from 2021. That's where that picture came from, 2021. And it's like you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing's there. I know I'm talking in circles and everything. My brain is just kind of rambling because when I look at this picture, like it inspires me and everything. And I don't know what's wrong with me. I look pissed off. I don't know what happened. I think I was going through some rough times during that time. And then I realized those times never stop. But yeah, we have that. And then also I want to, on Twitch, right? I actually got some stuff on Twitch as well. I wish I would have saved them. I think I do got them saved. Let me see. Because I got one with my kids like when they were really, 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 really young. They were like really small. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I don't think I could find it. Watching night series. Nope. I think I might have deleted and uploaded to my hard drive, my external hard drive. But yeah, I had a wait, hold on. I know I could get to it. I think I still have it on Opus Clips. Let me see. It's here. What is it right here? Oh yeah, yeah. Here go another one right here. But it's not. Damn, it's not gonna come out right though, man. It is not gonna come out right. Let me see. Cause it's gonna. Nah, it's not gonna come out right. Shit. Damn it, man. I shouldn't have deleted that. Cause I did it. I like picked it up for like my wife and everything to show it to her. But I did not. Creator dashboard. Content. Is it in video producer? It should be, but it's all the way at the bottom. It's all the way at the bottom. Cause I remember I had on like a white shirt. Where is it at? Where is it at? Nope, that's too new. It was like a long stream too, man. It was a really long stream. I can't remember which one it is though. But it's just like it just like shows the growth and everything, man. It just shows like, what is this? My strange addiction. No, that's not it. Sunday stream, just cooling, Stranger Things, alert. First stream. Oh yeah, first stream after quitting my job. Wow. Let's we could check that one out. All right, hold on. I'm gonna try to pull that one up right there. Yeah, man. Oh man, let me. This shit right here crazy. How can I blow this up? There we go. Big screen. All right, so look, so let's go to turn this off. Let's go to the not Windows capture. Where the hell is screen captured? Where the hell did it go? It's not video capture. Nah, that's video capture. I need to go to display capture. Yeah. I think it should be this one. No, I'll go to display capture too. Why the hell is it doing that? There we go. There we go. Yeah, you see it. Yeah, this shit right here is crazy, right? So let's go ahead. Let's bring this down. Yeah, let's bring this down, man. We're talking about progression and growth right now. We're talking about progression and growth. Yep. Talking about growth right now, man. So we're taking it back to the Twitch days, okay? Back to the Twitch days. This right here is wild. So this is like me during the Twitch days, right? So as you can see, like I got my little stuff going on, you know what I mean? I got, you know, the King Low, I got the merch store and all that stuff. Yeah, this zoned out, man. You hear the mic? It was weighing on me heavy, so I'm like, man, if I stream, that's gonna be on my mind the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I gotta at least get something out there. So when I do, you say you do look like you in the shoe shop. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just like because that's what I was into. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was into. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't said, wow, King Low 757, come to us. Y'all see that shit? Come to us. Like, look at this shit right here. Look at this. Wait, hold on. Let me refresh this. Come to us. That is crazy work right there. Come to us. That sounds. I'm good, man. I'm good. That sounds like y'all trying to take my soul. Exactly. Yeah, that sounds crazy. But yeah, like, so this is me. Like, this is the stream after I quit my job. This is the first stream after I quit my job. Like back in 2022. You know what I'm saying? Before I had to run back to working again. But yeah, like, and I was an entrepreneur for like 2 years and I realized it wasn't for me. But yeah, this right here is crazy though, man. Like, this is me talking about it. I'll let y'all again, because I'm a big believer in like putting things in perspective. Like, if you sit there and tell somebody you go do something, and years go by, and you're like, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do this. And every stream, I'm just like, yo, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do this. And it don't ever happen. It's just like, yeah, he just talking that. But it's like I had to really zone out and tell myself, like, you know, this is what I gotta do. And then like my beard, man, like you see the way my beard was, man, like it needed to get cut off, it needed to grow back. It was all patchy, it had split ends in it and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not perfect now, but because I know like 2 years, 3 years from now, I'm gonna be looking back at this. But yeah, man. Enjoying crazy though, man. I still, like I said, yes sir, we in there. Yeah. Still can't believe that shit though. Y'all see my shirt, man, my King Low shirt and all that other stuff. This shit is crazy, man. Like, yeah. All right, let's fast forward to some more stuff. Cause I don't know if I'm just talking or what. That's what I'm hype about, y'all. And you ever heard this game called Telling Lies? Then I ended up playing the game too. Yo, what's good? Trust this was good. Yo, I'm taking it back, man. Taking it back to Twitch and everything, man. Showing everybody the growth and everything. When I started playing this game, this was like the first stream I made after I quit my job, like a few years ago, and all that stuff. And that didn't go well because I'm back working again, as you already know. You know what I'm saying? It's always fun to look back and see the personal growth. Exactly, man. You don't necessarily see it when it happens. That's a fact. That's why, like, I'm glad that everything is so documented because, you know, we can see everything. You know what I mean? Like, everything is like here. Like, I can document my growth. And then, like, whenever I pass away and everything, my great grandkids, my grandkids, and all that stuff, I got this hard drive, like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's memories of me. And this one right here is crazy. Yeah, y'all don't know about this, y'all. This shit is weird. It's me playing this game. My best thing is like my interactions, though. Let me see. See if I talk to anybody else, because I know I don't play. Oh, I think that's when I started watching wrestling, too. Yeah, I started watching wrestling for a little bit. Yeah, I think I had. Did I end it right here? Appreciate the hype train from y'all earlier. Appreciate it. I'm trying to do a stream. I was all over the place. What's good though, Tressis? You good, bro? You good? Appreciate you pulling up. Trying to skip through this. My bad, y'all. There we go. Appreciate Tune. Oh, this one I'm closing it out and everything. Lord with the resub. Appreciate Tony with the extra follow. And y'all could tell, man, I was tired, man. Like during that time, y'all see like how, like, you know what I'm saying, like my face was all chubby and everything. But yo, it's like during this time though, man, during this time, like I had so much going on, man. Like I was very happy. It don't look like that in the video, but I was like very happy. I'm talking like, yo, it was like I don't know, it's kind of like a music video, right? I went like, no lie, like when I got my truck and everything, it was like one of the happiest moments of my life. I'm talking like I went through and I legitimately, like I was in the shower like a little baby crying. I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made it. This is what I gotta do. I finally figured out life. Nah, man. Nah, Nope, that's not what happened. It's not what happened at all. It's not what happened. Not at all. Do I have any let me see if I can find a YouTube video as well. I'm gonna go to my first YouTube video. How about that? We'll go to the first YouTube video and see. I'm gonna go to my first joint. Let me find it. This is so dope how you can go back and do this. My bad, I forgot I ain't got the big shout up right now. Hope you're good as well. Great to see your journey and how far you've come. Yeah, Tresses, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that happened and everything. And like I said, I'm so proud to have met you guys, man. You guys are the greatest. Like, I'm glad I met you guys. Like, there's nothing more exciting about that. Throwback, drop water. Oh, damn, I forgot I had all these. Yeah, so this was like my first video. Yo, y'all, this kind of embarrassing, but I'm gonna play it for y'all. Damn, that joint got 763 views? Really? My first video, but that's funny when you think about it, man. That joint was published in 2023. It's got copyright all over it too. But we're not gonna play that part. We're gonna play we're gonna actually play the other part of it. Look at this, y'all. Yo, what up, everybody, man? Y'all hear how low it is, man? First video, first and foremost. What's good, this guy Russian? How you doing, man? Appreciate you pulling up. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate it. This is crazy right here, man. Checking out them calls. It's crazy right here, man. And I didn't understand copyright and all that stuff, so I just got music playing in the background like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got music playing in the background like you're supposed to have it playing. Like, it's crazy, man, when I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Do you react on some music videos from viewers? I do, but it all depends on, you know, the genre and everything. and who the person is that's actually asking me to react to it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been a lot of times people come on the channel and they'll ask me to react to something, and it's like I can't really give an honest opinion on it because it's not really a genre I really listen to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to put a lot of people on blast like that. Just because it's not for me doesn't mean it's not for everybody. When I say I first started this, I first started like on YouTube. I first started YouTube in like 2000, the December 2022 is when I started YouTube. I started Twitch spring of 2020. So I did Twitch for like, longer than I did YouTube. So YouTube, we're coming up in December. It'll be 4 years on YouTube. It's wild. In the town, yeah. But yeah, that's me like reacting to the joint. Let me see if I can. It's like the first video. Nope. Too much. Too much. And as you can see, this reaction is 5 minutes long. It's like a little rough draft. And then you hear them. You can't even hear nothing. Like the mic is just. Appreciate y'all for subscribing. Appreciate the support. It's crazy. I'll take it easy. You said Russian rap? Nah, I don't really. Nah. That's not really something I listen to. Nope. And it's not because like I'm like, oh my goodness, not Russian rap. It's not nothing like that. It's just like it's not on my radar. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not. I already listen to a whole lot of music already. You know what I'm saying? I listen to a lot of music. So, you said we're using your phone. Nah, you want to know what's crazy, Lou? I was actually the same camera I have. I've had this same camera since the beginning. So all these videos that you see, like of like the camera looking all crazy, it's the lighting. That's what it is. It's the lighting. Oh my goodness, like the lighting changes everything. If your lighting is good, then you're fine. Like the lighting is just that could make or break like a camera. So I have like a ring light right here that I always had, but then my wife has like this. It's like a soft light. It's really bright, but when you look at it, it doesn't pierce your eyes. Yeah, so this, I forget the name of this one right here, man. I forget the name of this. And then even this light right here, I forgot the name of it. Because my wife, this light right here came with two of them. And with her cooking channel and everything, she uses these for her cooking channel. So she gave me, because it was a set and it came in two, and she didn't know that. She just needed one. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really bright. So she's like, you want it? I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So I got like this big light. You know what I'm saying? It's about, the joint about like this big. The light about this big, and it's in the corner of my room. Then I got this little ring light that's right here. And you guys strategically put the light in different places. And then the light in my room is like the bright white light, the ice blue light. So yeah. And that's how it works. Like I realized lighting was the problem because a lot of people will upgrade their camera when it all has to do with the lighting. And when I realized that, I was like, oh yeah, we in business. Because I saw the difference. Because I even had like one of my homeboys, man, salute to Ja. Was it Ja that asked me that? It might have been Ja or somebody else. Because they're like, Lo, what camera you using? I was like, still the C920 that we started on Twitch with. He's like, yo, my camera don't look like that. And it's all because of the lighting. It's all because of the lighting. My mic, now the mic, I did upgrade the mic. My old mic is this HyperX one. So this is my old mic. So I had this one for a while. When I was doing REM reactions, I actually had this when I was doing some REM reactions. So this is my old mic. Lisa had asked me about microphones and stuff too. I got that one. Then I have this Shure mic right here. Like this one right here is like different. So it's this one, then it became this one. This is cool for like a podcast mic, like because it has these settings up here, right? They don't make this one anymore. They make like versions of it, but it has this little thing in the back, right? This little knob right here in the back, like is pretty much you turn it around. So if you got two people talking, you put it right here. If you want it to just come to you, you put it right here. And then the other two settings are just how you play around with the sound. But this right here has a cushion, so like even if stuff hits the bottom, it doesn't affect the mic. It's a really thorough mic, man. I used it. I swore by this mic. This was like my shit. It glows when it's when it's muted. You tap it and it glows. No, or is it the opposite? It glows, but when you tap it, it turns off. Yeah. So yeah, I still got a few things in here. I actually gave this to my kids for like maybe 4 hours. And I told my son, I was like, yo, I'll put this mic in your room so you can practice, for when we do your YouTube gaming channel. You can have it to practice. Man, he's over there walking around his room like, yeah, yeah. So right now, I'm showing you all this and that. I was like, yo, what are you doing? I was like, I put it on your table. Didn't I tell you to stay there? And then he's like, yeah. And I was like, man, come on. You said what did I change? What as far as the microphone or what? Because I switched mics. That really helped. But yeah, I changed obviously my backdrop behind me. I changed my state of mind. Oh, you talking about the mic or the lights? So I changed the mics. I changed the mic. I changed the light. Kind of changed my subject matter. I started giving more fucks. You know what I'm saying? Because when I first started doing reactions, I was just trying to get up out of there. When I first started my reactions, I was trying to get in and out. You said Mike. Oh why? Oh my bad. You said what? I was thinking what? Why did I change it? I changed it because it ain't sound good. It didn't. It didn't. It didn't sound good to me. Lou, it just didn't. It was just something was missing. And then like like I live by a base, so like how when the plane would go by, because I think by time I don't know if you ever heard the plane, because I'm trying to think of the timeline when I got the mic. No, I was still doing REM reactions when the timeline came, but it was just whenever a plane would fly past, it got really loud, and I hated it. So I also use, oh yeah, other programs as well. I can't give it all to the mic. I use NVIDIA Broadcast. So pretty much what it does is it uses my GPU to drown out. It increases the camera quality as well. I forgot about that. NVIDIA Broadcast can increase your camera quality, and then it can also drown out sound. So yeah, let me see something. I'm gonna show you something real quick too. Where's NVIDIA Broadcast at? Thought I had it open. There it is. So this is the stuff NVIDIA Broadcast could do, right? I'm gonna show you real quick. Let's go to video. We're on video, okay. So NVIDIA Broadcast could do stuff like this. We can do this. Will it do it? Yeah, you see this? It could do stuff like this. So you see how like it blurred out everything? This is what NVIDIA Broadcast does. It could do that. It can, and you can increase the strength. So you can make it stronger like that, or you can make it like duller like this. And then you can also replace the background, right? So if I wanted to replace my background, you got, this is when I did like a Suicide Boys reaction. You got this one right here. You can remove the background entirely, make it black like this. What else can we do? Yeah, but like when you replace it, you can just go into your settings, pick a file, and just make a background. So let me see. I can even put the thumbnail behind me, right? Yeah, I was thinking that looking back at your older reactions, you wanted to get out as soon. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Trusses? Like I wanted to get out of there as soon as possible. Yo, my old reactions, man, I would just, they were like 5 minutes. They're like 5, 10 minutes, 5, 10 minutes long. And that's it. 5, 10 minutes. It was over. It was a wrap. It was done. I was like, nope, I'm good. And then like what else? Then you got that was funny as hell though. It was, man. Cause it's like no bullshit. Yo, back then I was going through and I was like, I was knocking them out though, man. I was knocking them out. I'm talking about like, yo, we're doing about 15 reactions, like 15 reactions a week, 15 to 20 reactions a week. Cause I'm dropping them down to like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because Lou, I didn't understand. I really didn't understand it. Like, and I was in the whole like pausing it. You know what I'm saying? I was in the whole pausing it, listening, pausing it, listening, pausing it, listening to the point that a 3 minute song will be like a 5 minute reaction. And if you look online, there's a lot of people that still do it that way. But I was just like, yo, man, this is kind of, eh. And I was like, yo, how can I change this? So like, we go over here, right? Let's go to which one? Creating the right conversation and style. Like we can do this right here, right? See, this is one of the thumbnails I was looking at. You know, when you just go through and just do things. You know, stuff like that. You know, so she said, yeah, I prefer your current format. Yeah, because it's like I didn't know what I was doing. I legitimately didn't know what I was doing. You know, I kind of like this background right here because with this background, like as y'all can see, like you can see the chat better. You know, with my background, it's like my chat, you can't really see the chat that well. You know, in my other background. So I might have to because I like my other background, but I might have to like make some adjustments to that. But yeah, like so I realized that I had a lot more to say because just just being on YouTube, you're like, yo, man, because like I told y'all, it was literally like this. I would do a reaction, right? And I would keep pausing it to, talk about what I hear. Now, me personally, that goes against my way of listening to music, right? It goes against like everything when it comes to music and me. It goes against all that stuff. My bad, y'all. Let me turn the music down. It goes against like everything when it comes to me and music, because I like to listen to music in its entirety, and then I give my critique on it and maybe flip it back a few more times. So I would listen to it, pause, and I was uncomfortable, but I thought that's what people wanted to see. Bet, right? So then somebody was like, "Gosh, can you stop pausing it? Just let it play." I was like, "That's what I would do anyway." So I would let it play. Then somebody was like, "Gosh, you're just gonna let it play? You're not gonna. These are different comments. You're just gonna let it play. You're not gonna say why you like it." I'm like, "Damn." So I was like, "Okay." So I started doing that. Then somebody was like, what happened, man?" He's like, "Well, can you tell?" Somebody else was like, "Can you tell me why you like it? You just said that was hard." And I was just like, "Wait, all right, man, hold on, man." So then I was like, "Okay." I was like, "So y'all want me to break down a basic bar?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they already know, like I said, like y'all already know how our brain think. If y'all watch the channel, y'all know I catch punchlines and metaphors very well. So if I hear somebody say, "Yeah, man, I'm at the tip of the top and it's an apex and I'll never drop," I'm like, "Okay, that was hard." I know what you mean. The apex is the tallest point of a foundation or whatever have you, and you want to jump off, but you'll never drop. I get it. So when I say that's hard, it's like I get it, I process it. But I'm like, oh, I ain't gonna say these people are slow, but I'm like, oh, I get it. You want me to decipher that? That's easy. So I could stretch this video for like 10 hours. You know what I'm saying? It's very simple. It's crazy to me, man. I'll stretch the whole video. I'm like, oh, so that's what he meant. And then people start liking that shit. Then after people start to realize that I'm witty and I understand lines and verses and bars, then after that they fell back. Except for the people that were new. I wonder if you can keep your room background and put the chat in the box with a different background. That would be dope. You're right, Lou. That would be dope. I could try that. Yeah, people are a nightmare in the comments. Yeah, you learn from it. But what I learned from it was that you can also you gotta learn how to decipher the critiques from the haters. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody came in there, because this is another example, because I was on edge because of the comments. Somebody came in and they were like, can you put the lyrics? Can you get a lyrical video rather than just a song? Can you please put a lyrical video up here? So then I was like, yo, people are really that slow? What, they can't hear? They don't know what nobody's saying? They can't listen? So I got in my feelings and I'm like, cool. So then I for the video, I was kind of an asshole. I was like, all right, y'all, I got a lyrical video for y'all that can't read. Here's a lyrical video. And then I was like, oh, okay, there go my sister. Salute to Evie. Salute to sis. Appreciate you pulling up. Why you ain't at work, dog? You need to be at work. You must be on your lunch break. And I like that. I appreciate that. I appreciate the picture Pop sent me, which y'all watching my live stream on Sunday. I appreciate that, man. Much love to the fam. But yeah, just made me lose my train of thought. But yeah, I was just like, yo, so if I put the lyrical video up there, I was like, I thought I was being a smartass. I thought people would go in the comments like, why do you have the lyrical video up here? You can't read? And I was waiting for that, but it never happened. People like, oh, I like the lyrics. And then when they see me go at the lyrics, they're like, oh man, I appreciate that and all this other stuff. So then you get the renegades who hate subtitles. Yeah. Cause you notice like I don't use subtitles. I don't put subtitles in my video. I think I accidentally had them on for Ren's. Was it? Did I have them on for Starry Night? I might have had the subtitles on for Starry Night, but I didn't realize it because I put the subtitles on for something. Yeah, remember I put the subtitles on because we did our whole we did like our whole the three videos before Starry Night. We did that breakdown, the stream before the actual video. And I remember you guys had told me to turn the subtitles on because the audio was real low. So I turned the subtitles on. But by the time I did the Starry Night reaction, I forgot to take them off. I was like, dang, but they here now. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I made him take the picture and send it to you. I appreciate that, Evie. It's craziness. It's craziness. Yeah, then necessary for the jail scene. Yeah, and I forgot, like I said, I forgot to turn it off, but it's all good. But yeah, just long time coming, long time coming. So it's like when you're trying to give everybody what they want, you just gotta make sure you don't lose yourself when it comes to the content creating. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. Like, do not lose yourself trying to cater to other people. Still, at the end of the day, do you. And y'all know how it is with me, man. I'm just like, yo, like, I don't, I don't want to be in that box. I consistently try to break out of that box, man. I don't want to be known as a, you know what I'm saying, as a reactor. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just I could offer so much more than that. I could offer people help, help people when it comes to this type of stuff, all that. It's Thursday afternoon. What are you doing on? Man, I'm off. I'm off. Evie, I'm off on Thursdays. 1000% I'm off. I just think that should be whatever is best for you for all that someone is going to hate. And exactly. You can't cater to everybody. Like, speaking of which, man, y'all wanna know what's crazy? Since I started this live stream, there's like it's like two people that unsubscribed since I started this live stream. It's stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's stuff like that. Oh, he's not doing reactions anymore right now, or he's not doing a reaction to my favorite artist. I'm about to unsubscribe. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. When you do, your people will find you. That's a fact. And then you can also stream more freely and with more confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's like certain content creators I've been watching, and that's what time it is for them. Like, they've been doing content for like 5, 6 years, but they never felt comfortable doing content. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they had to like do stuff that wasn't them in order to create the content. You know what I'm saying? Do you always stream on Thursdays? I thought it was Sundays and Wednesdays. No, I'll Thursdays is the new day. Thursdays and Sundays. I still stream Sundays and Thursdays. The Sunday before last though, Evie, I was working, so that's why I it kind of pissed me off because I broke that cycle. I was streaming like every Sunday for like 3 months, 3, 4 months, and that broke the cycle. So yeah, but we do stream on Thursdays and Sundays. I've been doing more live streams than I've been doing reactions too, just because like with the YouTube algorithm and everything, and then also I feel like I was working too hard, and like you know how it is when you feel like you're working on something that you love, it don't feel like you start to lose the passion for it when you feel like you're working. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, man, I'm gonna just do what I like to do. Yeah, I know a lot of people probably won't agree with it, but it's just like for my mental, like I like that better. But for the most part, you just gotta be yourself. That's the main thing. Just be yourself. And if the people that respect you for being yourself, cool. The people that don't like it, cool. You know, you're just not for them. And you gotta apply those rules to life. Like you're not for everybody. That's a fact. Like you're a fool if you think everybody's gonna like you. And like I say, if you're a friend to everybody, you're an enemy to yourself. Because there's no way you align with everybody in life and their perspectives on life. There's no way in hell. It's impossible. Because there's so many contradictions in life. You can't do that. So I ain't got time for it. Well, as long as I'm available and I get the notification, I'm tuning in. I appreciate it, Evie. It's always around like 10 or 11 o'clock. I started a little late today because like me and Kiera were just having like conversations about life and different things. So, you know, a lot of times before I start my live stream, me and her like talk for a while. It kind of mentally prepares me for everything. Exactly. What I don't understand is the people who don't like a creator but keep coming back. Exactly. Because when you keep coming back and you don't like the creator, you're doing that now. It's like you're just doing it to, you know what I mean? It's just you just I don't know, it's like you're doing it to be a hater. You know what I'm saying? That's how haters are. Exactly, Lou. That's what sisters do. Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be. You know, Eve been supporting me since the beginning. If you missed it, I went to like some of my old Twitch videos where my camera was all foggy and stuff, and my microphone was messed up. I looked at one of my videos, my first stream when I quit my job and all that stuff. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? It's good to look back on stuff like that. And I was trying to find one with the twins when they was like 3. You know, because when I started live streaming, what 19, yeah, when I started live streaming, the twins were like 3. They couldn't even see over like the counter and everything. I mean, not the counter, with that too. But they couldn't even, yeah, the foggy camera. It looked crazy. It looked crazy. Same camera, better lighting. You know what I'm saying? It was just, the only thing I changed was the lighting. Camera's still the same. I do want another camera, but I don't feel like paying for one. And then on top of that, this one is doing what it's supposed to do. So even if I do get another camera, it's just going to be there for another angle, you know? But I do want to find that video though, y'all. I do want to find that old video of when my twins was in it. I just don't know where to. It's just the library, man. My Twitch library is crazy. I got so many videos in there. I gotta see if I can find it. I'm gonna try looking again. That's how I feel about my car. It's still doing what it's supposed to do. So absolutely, man. We talk, man. This economy, we talking about cars in this economy, man. You better hold on to it. Hold on to it. The price of cars right now are crazy. The price of car payments on certain cars is even crazier. You know what I'm saying? So definitely hold on to those cars. Hold on to as long as you can. Yo, I have a 03 and a 07. Oh, you got an Outback too? Oh yeah, you good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ruby and the Subi. There you go. I'm telling you, man, like I got like a 07, I got a 03, and then my wife has a 2017. We good. You know what I'm saying? We good. I like my 03 and my 07s because it's one of those things like sensors are like a thing of the past. Like you'll see the sensor pop up or like the check engine light pop up or like the ABS like pop up, but I know why they're there because I have aftermarket rims on my truck, and then I know on my car the check engine light is on because of the custom exhaust system I got on it. So it's like stuff like that. But if I had it on a newer car, it could cause like problems. It might stop the car from starting and stuff like that because the sensors will shut down certain cars until you get it fixed. And then whatever needs to be fixed is like $300-400. You know what I'm saying? So I like the older vehicles for me when it comes to that. I don't care nothing about all that other stuff. All that other stuff, I don't care nothing about it. You know, the dashboard with all the cool stuff, the computer, the car play and all that. That's cool. I like it, but not enough for me to go get a new car. I got like a little aux that I plug a wireless aux in there, hook my phone up to it. I'm good. Crazy expensive fixes. That's what I'm saying. That's why I never been into luxury cars either, because I always looked at, because I used to work at a Ford dealership when I was like 18 years old, and I would see the money that people would pay, and I'm like, man, I could never afford that. That's crazy. And I was like, you know what, I'm good. I see the Lincolns come in, I see the Mustangs come in, you know, and it's crazy. Then I was working at Ford back in the 07, 08, and then I drive like a '07, you know, Expedition. So it's like it's crazy because like, dang man, them expeditions that were coming through when I was a youngin', I never thought that I'll end up owning one. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's still a win. You know, so we went to go get it and everything years ago because I've had that. Well, we've had that truck for how long have we had it? I want to say we got the truck in like 2018, I think. One, two, three. Yeah, 18, 19, 21, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we've had it for 8 years. And it's a '07. Real good truck. I've got to find that video, y'all. Wait, I think it's in clips. I think it's in my clips. Yep. I was in videos. I believe it's in clips. Yeah, hold on, let me bring some more up for y'all, man. Let me see. Um, Put the display capture back. All right, so we got, where is it at? Yeah, it's this. I think it's this one right here. Um, is this the one where they walk in? Let me see, y'all. Hold on. I think this might be the one. Yeah. Here it is. This is the one. Dang, I can't blow it up. I can't blow it up. I can't blow it up. Why won't let me blow the picture up? That's whack. All right, man. Well, y'all can see it a little bit up here. Dang, I wish I could. Let me see. Share portrait clip. Nah. Share. Is this one right? Yeah, but anyways, I think this is the one right here with my kids and everything. Let me turn it up. They do that all the time, so I never know who's belongs. So you can see it right here. Like you can see them right. Dang, man, I wish I could blow this up for y'all. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna download it first. All right. Let me see. Will it even give me the option to download it? What was that? I just got a notification. Dang, man. I really want y'all to see. Wait, what if I click on it? Nope, didn't do it. If I go here, view clip on channel. There we go. I got y'all. I knew I was gonna figure it out. Yeah, so here we go. Y'all see how sweaty I am? It was hot in the room too, man. Yeah, so look at this, man. Y'all see this? This is crazy right here. This is crazy work. But yeah, so this is pretty much me with them when they was like really, really young. You can't even hold on, let me turn it up. And you can see like here, like, and then like, yo, now mind you, disclaimer, right? So disclaimer with my face, like they kept coming in there, right? They kept coming in there like every single time showing the toys. This is probably like the 15th time on the stream that they came in there doing the same thing. So then my homeboy used that before the shoe cabinet Eve. Exactly. Before the shoe, before everything. Look at this. Y'all see, like, look at that. Y'all see, I only had like 3 Gokus. I had 3 Gokus, right? It was like, you know, it was what was it? What we had Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan Blue, and Super Saiyan God. Yeah. And then we got Forest Hill Drive right here. We got Good Kid Mad City right here before my kids cracked that frame when they knocked it off the wall. We got, you know, the Trial Called Quest right here, Midnight Marauders. Then we got 36 Chambers over here. It looks very boring. You know what I'm saying? The struggle, you know, the struggle. But yeah, look at your nephews though. Look at your nephews, Evie. Trade them for Knuckles. They do that all the time. So I never look at the look at. Hold on, man. And then look at
All
this.
right, man. We're not gonna do this. Okay.
Look at this beard, right? You see this beard? You see the split ends? The split ends are crazy. I know, like, I need to cut that beard all the way off and let it grow back. The split ends are craziness. All right, let me go ahead and let this play for y'all, man. I'm tripping.
Trade them for Knuckles. They do that all the time. So I never know who's belong. All right, man. We're not gonna do this. Okay. So is y'all just okay? All right, man. Okay. Okay. Shadow and Knuckles. All right. Boom. Everybody knows who Shadow and Knuckles are. Okay. Get the hat out of the stream. It's not important. Here, take these. I'm going back to playing video games, y'all. Y'all tripping. All right. So
Then I was playing like Def Jam Fight for New York. Yeah, man. It's like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. When I watch it now, I'm like, man, they won't do it nothing. But during that time, man, I was like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Ja was good, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Salute to the homie Ja. Here. Salute to the homie Ja, bro. What's good? You know, we gotta give you a shout out and everything. You know, you still plugged in. What's good with you though, bro? Salute to the homie Ja. Salute to the homie Ja. Yeah. Salute to the homie, man. Appreciate you pulling up. We over here going through like old videos and everything, and I'm over here talking about content creating. And with you being a content creator, you can voice your input too. You were being mean to my babies, man. That's what I'm saying. That's how it looks. That's how it looks. That's why part of me was scared to show it to y'all, man. Cause, you know, of course they're all innocent and everything. But people that you already know, people that from like 2020 that are following the stream and everything, y'all know how it was, man. They were like, I even have it's still on Twitch, and it says like give the boys the controller to let them play and everything. You know, so now it's like I give them the controller now. They can probably play certain games better than me. You know what I'm saying? You say you been here, salute to you, dog. Salute to you. Appreciate you. So you remember all them clips I was pulling up, right, Ja? I gotta send one to you. I don't know if you still got an Instagram. I found one on my channel with you up there. I got sent to you too. It was crazy. Like your hair was like all the way up here, man. Good times, dog. You know what I'm saying? Fire. That first was not supposed to be the what are you talking about? That first was not supposed to be the first. That fist. What? Oh, I mean, Kira, give me that. You know what I'm saying? She be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Her text messages be having it in there. You know, you got the color right though, because you know how light skinned you are. Great times, man, for sure. You already know, Ja. You already know. Yeah. So we over here talking about like just the beginning of content creating and everything that comes along with it. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody doesn't want to hear about it because I lost like 2 subscribers on YouTube when I started this video and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I know everybody don't want to hear about it, but I know there's people that do want to hear about it. I'm just looking at all these clips and everything that we have up here, man. Like we just got a lot of clips up here going all the way back. I got videos up here from when I didn't have a microphone. I'm gonna find one for y'all too where I'm gonna take it further back, right? I'm gonna take it further back from this room. Is this one right here? Yeah, look at this, y'all. Oh my goodness, I got one for y'all. Hold on. I got from when I was playing Modern Warfare, y'all. Check this cool shit out. View clip on channel. All right, look at this, man. Y'all probably can't see me because it's like really, really small, but it's like y'all can see me like in my living room. The struggle, yes. And we keep going, man. We keep going. Peep this right here, y'all. Look at this. Y'all can see me in the little corner right here with my son.
Good copy. UAV beginning flyover.
And it's like I'm over here just playing Call of Duty, like in my like.
Oh, I got somebody on me, low.
Like in my living room. Salute the Buzzo.
This pussy ass sniper dude got me, man.
Let me see. And then my microphone was like muted, so he needed help, right? So I was over here.
Oh my god, Buzz, you should have saw that. Yo, hey, legit, Ricky, yo, can y'all clip that, please? I know y'all saw that.
I'm about to drop
That
back
was
in.
I don't even know. Oh yeah, this one I did something crazy. So long story short, like they like killed my cousin and everything, right? And then I come through and like I clean them up.
Over here by this plane.
Blew them all up, came out the cut, took everything.
Now, team. Oh my god, Buzz, you should have saw that. Yo, hey, legit, Ricky, yo, can y'all clip that, please? I know y'all saw that.
I'm about to drop
That
back
was
in on my
nasty.
money.
Please clip that. I would really appreciate it if y'all clip that. Y'all let it.
And then they clipped it too, you know what I'm saying? They clipped it. So y'all see in like the corner down there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like right down here, like who is that? I think that's Amir, and he's like sitting on my lap. But y'all see this room right here? This room is crazy. I'm gonna blow it up so y'all can see it real quick. So, because it won't let me zoom in. So pretty much right here, right? You can see me in this room right here. Even the living room, I mean the family room, doesn't even look like that no more. So as y'all can see, in this one, I'm still not in this room. I'm downstairs, and this was like my little backdrop. Blinds are closed, so it's probably late at night, and that's how I was streaming. Like after I finally got my camera. So pretty much Twitch paid for my camera. The money I made off Twitch is what got me the camera. And during this time, when it came to Twitch, like during that time, you like cameras. Ja remembers the camera was like, how much was it? I think the camera is going for like $180, $150. This same camera, you can get it for like 50 or 60 now. But it was just like, it's crazy, man. Good times, good times. So from there, once again, the whole getting put into a box thing. I didn't want to get put into a box. So, I started doing other stuff. So that's the reason why I do so many different things now. And I understand everybody's like, pick your niche, stick to your niche. The way my brain works, man, like in my mind, it's just like I can't just stick to one thing. I get bored really quick. You know what I'm saying? And then I like a lot of stuff. I love sneakers. I love video games. You know what I'm saying? I love music. It's like, why would I just stick to one when I could do them all and have fun doing it? And that's mainly what it comes down to. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Let me see if I can properties. But yeah, Ja, we do got to come up with something we do got to come up with something like some type of, we got to play a game or something like that. And then just keep everything like dope. Quadruple Casiple. Who did? Yeah, legit. Salute to the homie Legits, man. He's the one that clipped that for me. I told him to clip that shit. He did. Salute to him. But yeah, man, there's so many videos going back to back in the day, man. I'm talking about sorry camera too. You can't see nothing. Like it's just, then I was playing Battletoads on this one. Oh man, that's another crazy ass angle. Wow. Battletoads. That joint looks crazy too. Wait, this one Battletoads? This was something else. Oh man. Yeah, this was something else. Let me see. Man, I only played 2K, COD, and Fortnite. Ew, ew, ew. Ew. All right, hold on. So now we got this one right here. Once again, you can see me. You can see me in it. You can see me on the, you can see me right there. Once again, still not in this room yet. Still not in this room. This is when we was playing, like, I forgot what game it was.
Yeah, I guess.
You up to legit, man. Oh, shit. Oh, you got him, Buzz. Okay, I'm just over here trying to get my damn,
And then, like, once again, here's me again. Like, in the, hold on. Shout outs to the journey, man, for sure. Shout outs to the journey. So here we go again with this right here. Y'all see me right here. Right there. See that? I got Jules Winfield and Vincent Vega in the back, and then we have all this other stuff. We have our little book library right here is massive now. Like this right here is like not even like, this right here is just, it's way more books now. This vinyl collection, there's way more vinyls here too. Y'all see that? Will Smith, Big Willie style. Yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, man, like this right here is just crazy to me, man. When I just look at the journey and all that stuff like that we've been through. You said what game is that? This is like, what the hell is the name of this game? Yeah, this is this game is called State of Decay.
crossbow shit up. And I missed horribly.
Yeah, it's called State of Decay. So that's the game we played right there. We used to play so many games, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Just gaming is like my shit. Like I just love like the gaming community and all that other stuff. And then like also, I've been playing whatchamacallit too. You said Chatming? What's that? Oh, Charming. I'm sorry, Lou. That was not on purpose, Lou. I'm sorry. That was not on purpose. I didn't say that on purpose. I wasn't trying to play you. I know with your fingers when you be typing, I get it. But I was not doing it on purpose. It was not on purpose. I promise you. I just thought maybe Chatming was a game. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no problems. I don't want no smoke at all. Zero smoke whatsoever. I don't win nothing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like just good times, man. Good times. I haven't been on Arc. Can't find a PV. You don't need a PvP team, man. You don't need no PvP team. You know, I know. You know, I've been on Division. And he said that was my fault. Oh, for real, really? Oh, you want a PvP? All right, me, I do too. You know what I'm saying? Go in there with a kettle and go off. I feel you on that. Like me and my brother, we actually got on Division, bro. We got on Division, and we've been rocking with that for a minute. We've been playing Division. Damn. Hold on, yo. I gotta put my joint on Do Not Disturb. There we go. But yeah, like me and my brother been playing Division, man. I forgot how fire that game was. I've been having the time of my life playing that game. That's another reason why, like, on YouTube, y'all ain't seen no videos. I mean, I've been playing that game, like, just kind of taking a break a little bit. But I am gonna be back with some reactions and everything. God willing, hopefully by tomorrow I have some reactions up here for everybody and all that. They do be shiesty though, bro. They do be really shiesty. Like I know I went to Stella like 2 days ago. Stella Montez was kind of dope 2 days ago. Speaking of which, I could pull that up for y'all too. Forgot where I'm at. Cause y'all know I'll be recording like my sessions and everything. On my sessions. I want to say, is this the one right here? Let me see. That's another thing too, Job. When you ain't streaming, record your sessions, bro, so you can bring them back and make some clips out of them. All right, so this was yesterday. Okay, so yeah, so the way this one started yesterday. Hold on. Let me pull this one up for y'all. Oops, it's the wrong joint. Yeah, so see, look at that. Y'all thought that was me right there. It's not though. That's another video. Boom. See, I'm right here. But yeah, so for instance, for this one right here, right? This was like me and Stella Montez right here yesterday. All right. So and then I come out here. Look at all these people. You got people just out here. I'm over there harvesting, mulling, and like nobody. Then people come out. Where they at? This one I was looking for something. It like started like right in the beginning too. See, he got the light. I got my light. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You see all these people? What up? 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 What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? All these people in Stella. Exactly. Like, check out a bombardier. See? Right? They lit, man. They lit. They lit. They lit. You know what I'm saying? They lit. They lit. You know what I mean? I want that smoke, man. I've been chilling for too long. I feel you on that, man. Yeah. Because you know the thing about Arc Raiders, bro, it's the fact that it's the element of surprise. You know, people be having the element of surprise and they think they good. That's the main thing. They be like, for real, they'll really like shoot you in the back. Like I was playing the other day with my homeboy Vontae, and while we was up there, like that's exactly what happened. Like I was over there like breaching an arc probe, and there was a team that really was watching us the whole time. The second we turned our backs, that's when they decided to shoot us. Like he was like, yo, I'm watching your back to make sure nobody kills you. So he looked around the perimeter, nobody was there. They end up shooting me from literally where we were standing at in the beginning. We were standing up top, and they ended up dropping down from where we came. Well, they didn't even drop down. I'm sorry. They ended up shooting from where we dropped down at. And I'm just like, yo, what? I'm like, who is shooting me? And he's like, yo, they came from where we came from. I think I got that clip too. Damn, I think it's on my hard drive. I think I took it off. Wait, hold up. Might be in the recycling bin. Let me see. Now it's gonna take too long to find it. I don't even know the name of the file. You said, did he have his glasses on? Who that? You talking about Vontae? I don't know. I have no clue. Evie. I don't know. He should have had the glasses on. He saw where they came from though, man. He just didn't have my back, man. He didn't have my back. I don't want, like, if he was in the chat, I would play something, but with him not here, I'm not gonna play it. Cause I want to play like when Vontae first got on the game and he didn't know what to do, and he was prioritizing looting over us fighting people. You know what I'm saying? And it disappointed me. You know what I'm saying? I was very disappointed. But he's not up here, so I'm not gonna play that clip. Cause I have it up here. Like when it comes to Arc Raiders and all that shit, I record all my shit. Just so I can go back for receipts. Cause a lot of people, not saying this is him, but there's people out here that act like things didn't happen when they did. You know what I mean? I even be telling my son, like, when Nas kept interrupting the live stream on Sunday, I don't know if y'all remember that, he kept coming up here just interrupting the live stream for whatever reason. And I was like, yo, why you keep doing that? And he's like, what do you mean? Like, playing dumb. And I was like, all right, cool. So when we went downstairs, no, my brother, his brother came up here and was like, hey, he's like, you know, Nas keeps running up here so he can see himself on TV, right? I was like, I knew it was something. So after the live stream, I talked to him. I was like, yo, you was really going upstairs to clout chase? He was like, what? And then he's like, I didn't run up there to clout chase. I wasn't even up there like that. I was like, bro, it's a stream. I could pull up the VOD right now. And then he was like, he just looked at me. He's like, yes. I'm like, come on, man. Yeah. We were video chatting and he had them off and was squinting. So, wow, man. I didn't even know. When did Vontae start wearing? I just thought about, when did Vontae start wearing glasses? All the years I know him, he was not wearing glasses. We getting old, man. We getting old out here. That's one of my biggest fears too. One of my biggest fears is like, it's not the whole wearing glasses stuff. It's just like my sight, you know, because just being around these computer screens and these lights, you know what I'm saying? I know like it's not the best thing for my eyes. You say, I don't know, he was studying. Yeah, he might be like nearsighted or farsighted. I don't know. I don't really know how that works. But yeah, he might be one of those things. Salute to Vontae though, man. I got him on Arc Raiders, but now we might be transitioning back to Division, man. Oh yeah, Evie, I brought up something else too. Like, where's it at? Was it display capture? Yeah, no, that's not it. Let me see. Video capture. This right here. Yeah, this right here. We're gonna take it back. Look at this, Evie. I had this on the stream earlier. Look at this right here. Look at this. We was looking at this earlier. Look at this right here. Man, look at that, man. Look at that boy right there, man. Look at that. This is my page on Xbox. Right here. This is my page on Xbox. Said the hair. Yeah, right. Uh-huh. Yep. This is my page on Xbox right here. I want you guys to see that. Yep. We came a long way. And then as you can see, like the background and everything. You see that? It's craziness, man. It's craziness. That is my background. Every time I turn it, or every time I turn on the Xbox, it's right there. You say I haven't aged. Man, it looks like I aged in reverse, to be honest with you. Tori, what's good? Salute to Tori. Appreciate you pulling up. It looks like I aged in reverse. I feel like I look older up here than I do now. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I feel like I got older. I got this picture too, yo. I got like this little coaster from like back in the day. This joint right there, this joint dirty. Ugh. I don't know if I can see it. Little coaster from back in the day. Me right here. I forgot where we was at. We was where were we? I think we was Italy or something like that. Yeah. Like that's young me, y'all, when I had my first set of locks. You know what I'm saying? Before I grew these ones. This is my first set of locks right here. Crazy. Yep, wow. This is a nice top. Maybe you were stressed trying to get yo, I'm telling you, that it had to be, man. I think, and you know what I think it was too? I think it was my job as well. Cause I even pulled up the first stream too, Evie. I pulled up my first live stream after I quit my job. You know, yeah, the coaster is fire, right? That Kira like took a really good picture right there. I think in this picture, I think I was like 24. I was like 24 in that picture. Yeah, you can see the beard. The beard wasn't like, it was like lighter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yep. It's craziness right there. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. Yep. Good times, good times, good times, man. You said I was nah. You know what? Yes, it was. Yeah. Vet, yeah, she did. Yeah, that was Vet. She did make that. I believe she did. Yeah, I think yeah, Kiera took the picture and then yeah, Vet made the coaster out of it. Yep. I know this looks real conceited having this in here with me, y'all, but it's fire. I use it as like a coaster for like, obviously my drinks and everything. Yep. Good times. Young little hardly see you without a hat. I'm telling you, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, well, there's two right here. Here's two be without a hat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Uh-huh. There's two. You got the fro and then you got the old locks. Like this right here, yo, this was like 2014 or something like that. This was like 20, yeah, I think it's like 2014 or 2013. You know what I mean? With my big old sunglasses on. Yep. Good times though, man. It's dope when you can see the growth and everything. But yeah, but this thing y'all see right here, with me like being younger, because this right here, this right here, I believe this was in. I want to say this was 2000. This might have been 21. This might have been 2021. The job I had was stressing me out like crazy. My job was stressing me like crazy and everything. Appreciate you, Tresses. Yeah, my job was like stressing me like crazy, man. So it's like I looked older. And as you can see in the picture, I looked unhappy as well. Like I just looked mad at the world. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to figure out life, trying to figure out things. And I wasn't digging it. I was not digging it at all. So it's crazy looking like I aged backwards when it comes to that. And like I said, getting my locks back, my old locks before I cut these. The first time they was like at my waist when I cut them. I wish I had that picture for y'all too. I had a picture before I cut them. Yeah, I was married then. Yeah, Lil, man, me and my wife, we got married back in 2009. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so she been here since high school. You know what I'm saying? Like we known each other since high school, and we got together senior year of high school back in 2007. That's when we graduated from high school. But we knew each other since like 05. I think we known each other since like 05, but then we actually didn't make it official until like 07, I believe. Then we got married in 09. Yeah. You said how old is that? It's crazy, man. American schooling confusing. What you mean? What, as far as like middle school and all that stuff? Yeah, so it's like, so what it is, elementary school is 1 through 5, middle school is 6 through 8, and then high school is 9 through 12. You know what I'm saying? You got elementary, then of course you got like preschool and kindergarten, all that stuff before all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can imagine in the UK it looks crazy. But if you just take middle school, high school, and everything out of it, you got first grade and you got 12th grade. You gotta hit all of those unless you skip. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hit all of those grades. And then they're just categorized differently. You know what I'm saying? When you hit 9th grade, you're officially a high schooler, you're a freshman. And then, there's really no name for like middle school, you're just a middle schooler. After high school is college. I know y'all don't y'all call high school college or something like that? Like y'all confused me when I was over there. Y'all confused me when I went over there. I was like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? Oh, she's in college. I'm like, how the hell is she in college? She 15, 16 years old. What we talking about? But yeah, after high school is college or real life, however it is. Because I didn't go to college. I took some college courses and I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. High school finishes at 16 here. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I said like 17-year-old in college, 16-year-old in college is crazy. Out here, you'll see like a 17-year-old in college or 18-year-old in college and on up. Went to junior high, 7th and 8th grades. I graduated. Salute to Desmond. Appreciate you pulling up. I graduated school late because I was messing around. It'd be like that, man. I graduated school late too. I haven't even said this like on stream before, but I had like 2 3rd grade years. Then college, but different to your college. It's college, what we call university. Yeah. Yeah, high school after that. But yeah, man, I had 2 3rd grade years. I had a 3rd grade, and I was so happy too, man. I had a 3rd grade year in Cleveland. Then I had a 3rd grade year in Virginia. Crazy. I was so happy though. Not because I had to repeat the grade, but because I didn't have to see the same people. Now, mind you, like when I was in Cleveland, I'm pretty sure I wasn't gonna be the only one that had to repeat the grade. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I'm not making an excuse for myself, but like my sister knows, like life happened. You know what I'm saying? Life happened for me at a young age. So that goes into that's a big reason why I had to have 2 third grade years. Because we had moved during that time. Like my mom had moved from like Cleveland to Virginia during that time. So I had like 2 third grade years. So everybody was like, yo, you a little older than everybody else. I was like, yeah, I know. I was supposed to graduate in '06, but I ended up graduating in '07. Every area doesn't have a middle school. Yeah, you got some that have like you got some that actually go from elementary school to high school. You got some places like that. Like when our twins were born, we had them in one of those preschool all the way to senior schools, but it was a private school and it got very, very expensive, especially for 2 kids. The fact you had different rules for different states is mad to us. Yeah, that's crazy to me too, man. I didn't know that y'all I didn't know it was like that, Lou. Well, in California, that's how it is. 7th and 8th grade is high school in California. That's wild. It wasn't like that for us. We're all about states, right? Now I don't have a real excuse other than skipping class and playing games on the computer when I was supposed to be doing work on it. I feel you on that. Yeah, yeah. I had to. My mom actually had to enroll me in the night school classes when I was in high school because like math was like my weakest subject. It's not now. I understand math a lot better now, but when I was younger, like math wasn't really my thing. So she enrolled me in a night school. So when I was what is it? When I was a sophomore. My bad. No. When I was a junior in high school, she had me doing night school classes. So after school, I would go to night school, out Green Run or whatever, and that's how I did my math courses. So by the time I'm not high school. By the time senior year came, I had no math classes, so I was able to just kind of like get through high school pretty easy. But then I even ran into some stuff in high school where I almost didn't make it out. So yeah. You went to night school too, yeah. So you already know, Desmond. Yeah, it's real, man. Night school could really help, especially if you take it serious. Now, if you fail night school, I don't really know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You fail night school, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? We tried. Elementary school, kindergarten through 6th grade, junior high, 7th and 8th, high school, 9 through 12. Damn, okay. Yeah, so when you're in 6th grade, you're still in elementary school? Really? Damn, I ain't never seen that before. That's wild. Even in Cleveland and Virginia, I ain't never seen that. That's different. Like I said, I seen the ones that are like from preschool to senior year, because I know the school that my kids went to, the principal, her son, when he started going to that school when he was like 2 or 3, and then he graduated from there. Same school. Same school. My only thing about that, speaking as a kid, like when I was in middle school, my mom had sent me to private school when I was in middle school. But like I told y'all, that middle school was like a breeding grounds for the bad kids. It was kind of like an alternative school. It was like a breeding school for the bad kids and everything, right? So so it was kind of weird. But what ends up happening when you do that, you end up in a culture shock. Like even like when you take your kids and you have them, like, let's say you have them going to like an academy, like with our kids, we had them going to like this academy, and you could be there from when you're born. Like I think the minimum age is, I mean the earliest age is 2. You can have them there from 2 to 18. The problem with that is because of the type of school it is, like you don't really the child doesn't get exposed to things that normal kids are exposed to. So it's almost like when they go to college, they're going to start seeing things they never seen before. Because you're already going to see different stuff in college anyways. But, there's a lot of things in life they miss out on unless the parents are teaching them that stuff. And I know a lot of parents don't teach their kids that stuff. But like when they get out there, it's like a culture shock. Because I know with me, when I got out of middle school, from private school, and I went to public school, because I was in public school for elementary school, went to private school for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and then high school for 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. You know what I'm saying? And when I was there, it was a shock. I didn't know what the hell a scantron was. When they were talking, I could tell you about civics, I could tell you about the Bible, but I couldn't tell you about the stuff that they've been learning since middle school leading up to high school. I didn't know. I was lost. Different curriculums, all that stuff, man. So I was just like, yo, what in the world? You know what I'm saying? Now that school that I went to is shut down now. Now it's a community college. They ended up selling it and all that. Cause the school was actually built by like my church at the time that we was going to when I was a kid. Like they had built that school. So a lot of people were going there paying like a lot of money for like damn near an alternative school. You know what I'm saying? Like all the bad kids went there. When you hear the kids' stories there, man, they're like, yeah, man, they said I couldn't come back to school. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was there, and it was a shock for me too because I didn't go to school in like the best places, but when I went there, I'm like, yo, this is kind of worse than some of the places I've been. And this supposed to be a private school. You know what I'm saying? It's like all the parents had their badass kids and sent them to this school thinking that the teachers were going to change them. And it's like, no, it became a breeding grounds. I ended up making connections with people that I shouldn't have made connections with to get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? It's still my fault. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like there's so much, you know what I mean? Like there's people that you relate to, like, yo, like, hey, oh, you like that type of stuff too? Me too, bet. Like, it's just like, yo, going from private to public and switching states is it definitely, yeah, you already know, Evie, that's what I had to go through. I had to switch states, go to private school. Well, I was in public school in Cleveland, and then and then also I forgot I went to school in England too. My pop was like in the Air Force. I went to school in England. Y'all remember RAF Bentwaters? Yeah. Y'all in the UK in the chat, Bentwaters. Y'all know about Bentwaters. That's where we was at. And then after that, like we was in Cleveland and everything, went back to Cleveland, and after that went to school in Cleveland for elementary school, for third grade, then went to third grade again in Virginia. And then from Virginia is where I went to two different high schools in Virginia. And then after that, went to middle school, to the private school. Then I went to a public school for high school. So I've been around everything. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, that's right, Eve. You did do the same thing. Yeah, that's right. You did. Yep. You went through it too. Yep. We both went through it. But that's what I mean. Like it's just a lot. It's a lot going on. Oh, you said, oh man, Scranton streets, Scranton sheets. Oh, Scantron. My bad. I said Scant. Now that's all me that time, Lou. That was all me. I'm reading too fast. The Scantrons. Yep. I didn't know what a Scantron was. I still remembered the bubbles. I was still bubbling and stuff. I ain't know nothing about no Scantron. You know what I'm saying? I even called him my cousin. I'm like, yo, what's this? Because he went to school with me. I was like, what is this? He was like, yeah, when I saw a Scantron, I was like circling it. That's what I did too. I didn't line through it. I circled it and made a circle. And the teacher came to me. She was like, what is this? Are you trying to be funny? I was like, what do you mean am I trying to be funny? And then I got in trouble by another teacher because she thought I was cheating because I was looking at somebody else's page trying to figure out how to do it. And she couldn't understand. I was like, I don't know what a Scantron is. She's like, what do you mean? She was like, you got to high school. You don't remember them from elementary and middle school? I was like, first off, no, there was bubbles in elementary school. I didn't go to the middle school that leads up to this high school. So no, I don't know what a Scantron is. She found out I was telling the truth later. She thought I was being an asshole because my sister would tell you I just had that personality. Like I could be sarcastic and seem like I'm serious. You know what I mean? I don't know if they still do Scantrons. I'm not sure. I got to ask my kids. Sent you a super chat, favorite bone. Oh, for real, Diabolic. Appreciate you. I didn't even get it, man. I didn't get it. Oh, let me see. Let me check my Let me check. They ain't even. Oh, I see it. Appreciate the super, Diabolic. I didn't even get like the damn notification, man. You said, all right, so you said what favorite Bones album? Oh man, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Favorite Bones album. I really like Basket Case. I actually want to go back and revisit 2 Million Blunts. I plan on revisiting 2 Million Blunts because I know the reaction we had got taken down off YouTube and I had to put on Patreon and Discord. I want to revisit that one because I don't feel like it captivated me the way it should have because I didn't really know him. So I didn't really appreciate it as much. So I might go back 2 Million Blunts. But like Basket Case, I like Zip. A lot of his newer stuff because in the beginning I wasn't around for like, the 2015 era, like that you guys like discovered him in and everything. So I'll probably say like Zip, Basket Case. What's the one? I forget the name of his album when it's like the circle, like he's like standing in the mirror. Forget the name of it, man. Gosh, what's the name of that album? Cause it's that one as well. Forget the name of it. Let me catch back up. Hold on. The whole school was talking about the chase, or excuse what she had to pee. It was actually on YouTube at one point. Wow, that's crazy. You said that would be sick. I've been waiting. I've been watching all of them. I appreciate you, Diabolic. Yeah, I want to go back and revisit that. Yeah, for sure. I want to go back and revisit. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Cause who is it? I think Jimza requested that. I gotta do that for Jimza. Yeah, Jimza. I talked to Jimza about it. Jimza had you said offline. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it up here now. I'm gonna definitely make a new video for it and everything, and I'm gonna try to upload it. And if it gets canceled again, I will end up because you know it's gonna take a minute. That's a long album. It's gonna take a while, so I'm gonna have to do it in pieces. I can't do it down sitting down in one sitting, especially the way I do reactions now. I can't do it in one sitting because I gotta keep moving and everything. So I'm gonna have to break it down into pieces, and then I'm gonna upload them all together and drop them on YouTube. If it doesn't like if it gets canceled, then you already know where to find it. It's either gonna be a Patreon or I'm gonna drop it into the Discord for y'all to check out. You know what I mean? I'm probably put it in both. You know, so stuff like that. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to upload it as one because I think Session them. I think they heard me like when I would complain about albums getting taken down off YouTube from reactions. My other message didn't go through. I was saying in middle school, my teacher got into a high speed chase and it was on the news viral at one point. I kind of figured that's what you was talking about, Desmond. I thought I missed that part of the chat, but I was just like kind of putting stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Like the high school chase with the teacher. You never know what people are going through, man. That's real. That is real. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know when I'm gonna be doing it, but I do have to get started on it. You know, I'm really behind on content for sure. I'm really behind. Like I've been kind of like just taking like a mental break without really telling myself I'm taking a mental break. My body just kind of like is just doing other things, but I will be locking in. Like I said, I do plan on doing that, and I know a lot of y'all are waiting for that as well. You know, salute the bones, man. We definitely go get to that. Much love to Dialogue. I appreciate the super. I'm sorry I missed it, man. I didn't have the screen pulled up, but I see it right here. I see it. Much love on the super, for sure. Yeah, but we was just talking about like journeys and content creating and all that stuff. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, anybody that's part of the community, man, if you're getting into content creating or you want to know something about content creating, you know, let me know. You know, I'll definitely support. Shoot you that follow on Instagram and YouTube, whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? And support the best way that I can. You know, so yeah. Shout outs to all the creators out there. Everybody creating, doing content, creating reactions, whatever it is. Appreciate y'all. You know, a group I never seen you react to. Mob Deep. Oh man, wow, yeah. You know, I actually did. I did. You know, off their album. You know what I'm saying? Off their album and everything. Let me see if I can find that. I can find that video for you right now and drop it into the chat. Because the thing about it, when it comes to this, like I'm so heavy into like hip hop, it's just like Mob Deep is like. I know Mob Deep. A lot of people, Mob Deep is new for them, but for me, like Mob Deep, literally like grew up listening to them. So it's like there's not much Mob Deep I've not heard. Dang, somebody in the just watching my videos, they're like, bro, the analysis is so dope. I'm about to watch all the SB ones you've done. Keep that up. That's what's up. Salute to Suicide Boys. I'm gonna find that one for you. I'm gonna drop it in the chat though. I got you. Hold on. Go over here real quick. Type it in. It was a joint with Nas and Mobb Deep. Yep, down for you. Let me go ahead and grab that real quick for you. If you ain't seen it already, Desmond, I got you. I'm about to drop it in there right now if you haven't already seen the reaction. Yep, there it is right there. And that's off of their album and everything, the new album that Nas did with Mobb Deep. Well, they produced. You say you want to do what you want to talk to the public? What you mean, Evie? What you want to talk about? What you want to talk about? Let me know what you're trying to talk about. I can help. You know what I'm saying? I got you. And that new Mobb Deep album is fire too. Yo, I feel like a piece of what? How can I not? Hold on, man. I can't get right unless I know this right now. Hold on, let me see. My bad. That's the name of the damn album. Infinite. It wouldn't be consistent. It ain't gotta be consistent. You ain't gotta be consistent. You said streaming. Yeah, you don't gotta be consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, consistency helps. Like when I took a week off and I just strictly focused on Twitch, it went up. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? It did what it was supposed to do. But you don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? Your schedule, you can set your own schedule on Twitch and streaming. You know, just do it how much as you can. You said the album is crazy. Yeah, man. Infinite was dope, man. I spun that a few times. It gets better with time. All the joints that Nas like produced, like even the Slick Rick album, the Big L album, you know what I'm saying? Like the De La Soul album, the Ghostface album, the Raekwon album, you know, him and Primo's album, all those get better. You know, the whole Legend Has It series that he did last year. Salute to Nas. But like all those albums get better with time as you listen, man. I feel the same way about J. Cole's album. J. Cole's album gets better and better the more you listen to it. I know it's had like mixed reviews and everything, but I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I was confused in the beginning when I first heard the album. I was very confused because I didn't know how to feel. I was just like, yo, this is dope, but what is this? This is dope, but what is this? I don't even like that song anymore. Yeah, I do. Man, why is it going like this? Man, I'm mad. So this ain't the right song for me. This ain't the right album because I'm mad. Oh, I'm chill now. So the album is dope. Man, what's up with this album? That's literally how my mind was. My bright mind was scatterbrained listening to that album. And I was like, yo, let me appreciate the art. And I appreciate the art. And I was like, all right, cool, we good. So yeah, it worked itself out, man. I'll be having to listen to albums a bunch of times to get my honest, critique. Even when I do reactions, man, I feel like all the reactions I ever did, I can always do better if I listen to it more naturally. You ever heard the song Put Them in a Place by my absolutely, yeah, man. Yo, Mobb Deep has so many damn classics, bro. Like even with like, you know, people talk about them when they joined G Unit and everything, but I like a lot of stuff they made when they was with G Unit. You know what I'm saying? Like Out of Control and all that stuff. Like they made a lot of great music with G Unit, like just Mobb Deep in general. And I always felt like Havoc did not get the credit he deserved, man. Like when I started listening to Mobb Deep when I was younger, Havoc was my favorite over P. Like when I heard the Quiet Storm remix, yo, Havoc's verse on Quiet Storm, like of course on the first Quiet Storm, you know, Prodigy killed it. But on the second, on the man, Quiet Storm Part 2 with Lil Kim, Havoc's verse, if you listen to Havoc's verse up there, I was like, yo, that's it. I was like, Havoc is a monster, but you know how it is when it comes to groups. Like Havoc didn't have like pause the total package. Prodigy had like the total package. Just like when you talk about like Tribe Called Quest, we know Phife is the better spitter over Q-Tip, but Q-Tip got the sauce. That's just what it is. Same thing with EPMD. You know what I'm saying? You talk about Eric Sermon. PMD had the bars. Eric Sermon had bars, but PMD was, you know, he was the one. I'm the same way. It takes a minute for any new music to settle with me. That's a fact. Yeah. It's certain ones that I'm just like, yo, this is it. You know what I'm saying? There's certain ones though, Lou. I listened to, I was like, yo, that's it. Like when I heard J. Cole's album, like in the beginning, I was all over the place. By the time I got to the last track, I was like, this album goes. But then when I listened to it at work, I was questioning myself because I was mad at work. Like you got to go into these albums with the right state of minds. That's why when it comes to like these reactions with me, that's why sometimes I can't do reactions because mentally I'm not in the space for it. There's certain artists that you gotta listen to with a clear mind. Like, you know, if you're in the gym, you don't really want to hear no intellectual stuff. You know what I'm saying? While you're in the gym. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I know me personally, I want high energy stuff when I'm like moving around to like match my energy. You know, that's me. So if I had a crazy day and everything and like my adrenaline's up, it's gonna be hard for me to sit down and listen to some conscious rap. Even though that's what my soul needs, it's harder. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about the rhyme scheme. It's about what they be talking. They keep it real 100. Yeah, you know, Desmond, and it's crazy. You know, Prodigy caught Jay-Z slipping. And Jay-Z told him, like, I don't know if you listen to Prodigy's interviews or read his book and everything. Prodigy speaks about it. Like how he ran it. Like, I ain't gonna say ran up on Jay-Z because, you know, I ain't gonna say it like that. But he caught Jay-Z somewhere. And Jay-Z told him, yo, it's just music. You know what I'm saying? Like, Prodigy and have caught people in multiple places. It's the same way we talk about the Locks. There's certain people that are actually out there living their raps. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's like they just talk about real stuff, which is cool. But now as they're getting older, you see the type of men they turned into. They don't want nobody acting like how they did. They were younger, they didn't know any better. So now they're trying to teach the youth, yo, don't do what I did, learn from what I did. And I always respect that. And that's what I respect about hip hop the most. Like everybody grows, like we're all walking contradictions. You know what I'm saying? So when someone says something about somebody, don't get me wrong, there's people out here that just, people be on their helmet, so they switch up what they said even though they don't mean it. Or they said something they don't mean in the beginning, then it comes back to them. That's a fact. But, you know, we're all walking contradictions. You can always change your mind about something. And you shouldn't be criticized or don't feel bad about changing your mind about stuff. That's just what it is. You know? Even like, I don't know if y'all saw the whole thing with La Russell. You know, I'm a heavy fan of La Russell, but the whole La Russell and Wayne thing, I feel a way about that. On one end, I'm like, I get what you're saying. On the other end, I'm like, yo, because La Russell said he's been listening to Wayne for a long time. And he said, like, now that I'm an artist, I'm like, yo, man, now I'm let down. He ain't even talking about shit. It's like, yo, you don't listen to Wayne for him to talk about shit. You listen to Wayne for the lyrical wordplay and the metaphors and the punchlines. Like, rapping is more than just substance. It's similes, it's verbs, it's nouns. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's entendres. That's what it is. It doesn't always have to have a message behind it. Like, people play with words and syllables. You know what I'm saying? Look at Eminem. A lot of Eminem's music, he's not really talking about anything. He's playing with words, which is okay because it's part of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But Wayne has never been a conscious rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how are you gonna talk about him like that? You know, because clearly people have taken from the Wayne branch, whether it's his style, whether it's his flow, whether it's his cadence, whether it's his breakdown with his words. Come on, Wayne been in the game since the 90s, and a lot of people fail to realize that since he was a kid. Snoop Dogg might be the only old head I think sold out the worst. Yo, I don't know what be going on with Snoop, man. I don't know what be going on with him, dog. I have no clue. I don't even try to understand. I just like accept it for what it is at this point, Desmond. Because that's the way you, especially growing up listening to him, that's the way you just stop yourself from being disappointed. You just like, yo, man, let him do what he does. I don't agree with it, but I ain't even gonna try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on. He double, like I said, you can contradict yourself all day, but like the way he contradicts, they're big contradictions. And it's like, bro, there's no way your mind changed about that overnight. You know what I'm saying? There's no way, it's not possible. You haven't even really sat with the constructive criticism long enough. Unless, you know, people are telling you, yo, you need to clear this up or your name is on the line. Then it's like you change it up. Cooking shows with Martha Stewart was the most bizarre thing I seen. You talking about with Snoop Dogg? Yeah, man, it's crazy. Yeah, yep, it is wild though, man. But yeah, like I said, I respect all the MCs, you know, and their flaws and everything. Snoop be high. That there it is, Evie. That too. He be high and he forgets. Like you remember Kendrick called him out. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick talks about it. You know what I'm saying? What he say? Snoop. I quote. Snoop posted TaylorMade. Hold on, damn, I forgot it. Dang, y'all help me out, man. Yeah, he's like Snoop posted TaylorMade. I prayed it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it. It was only right for me to let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause TaylorMade is pretty much Drake's freestyle with him using Pac's voice and Snoop's voice to diss Kendrick. So Kendrick is like, yo, Snoop posted TaylorMade. I prayed it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it. It was only right for me to let it go. Won the Super Bowl, and Nas the only one congratulate me. All these other rappers hating. I'm just glad to show their faces. Like, you got Kendrick telling you, what are you doing? And then what happened? Snoop went back and apologized to Kendrick. Like, yo, I'm sorry, nephew. I don't know what it was. I just reposted it. I was high. He even said it. He said it was the edibles that made him do that. So what Evie's talking about, based on what Snoop is saying, what Eve is talking about, that's real. That is real, man. That is crazy how like Nas was the only one that congratulated Kendrick for the Super Bowl. That's wild. And then you got everybody complaining about the Bad Bunny Super Bowl too. I'm like, yo, these people are bad for no fucking reason. That shit's crazy. I wonder how many rappers apologize. Exactly, yeah, a lot of them apologize. That joint is crazy. Because Kendrick, man, there's two, to me, there's two boogeymen in hip hop. And the two boogeymen are Kendrick and Pusha T. Those are the monsters that hide under your bed. Pusha is out there more, but Kendrick's going to wait. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you had monsters under your bed, right? Pusha would be the one that's just haunting you, that won't go away. Kendrick is the one that scares you, and then he waits for like a year to go by. And then he horrifies you. Then he waits for another year to go by. And then by then, you want to just get up out of life. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point. That's how Kendrick is. But the whole time Kendrick is studying you, Pusher's just antagonizing. Like, it's just both of them, man. Those two right there. That's why one of my favorite songs is like Nostalgia. Like, that's like Pusha T and Kendrick on a song called Nostalgia. It's fire track, man. And of course, what we got, I think they got like 2 collaborations. Maybe there's more, but I know about 2 off the top of my head. And that's like Chains and Whips and like Nostalgia. Of course, Chain and Whips got like, you know, Malice up there, but you know, Pusha's up there too. But yeah, just things like that, man. Hip hop is like, I grew up on it. It entertains me. It's my shit, man. I love it. Wouldn't change it for the world. It raised me. You know what I'm saying? My pops was talking to, when we went back home to Cleveland, my pops was talking to me about it. Like when I Ain't No Joke came out by like Eric B. and Rakim, he was talking about how he had that blasting when we was like kids, like in the car and everything. And it's like, you know, literally like grew up around that, man. Like hip hop was just always, and it's so crazy because I just growing up, just me growing up around it, I didn't know until I got older. When I talk to people, there'll be people like my age and they're like, yo, I didn't get into hip hop till I was like 14. I'm like, what? Like I just assumed, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's what was around me and the people I grew up around. Like hip hop was just, it's a lifestyle. It's not just music. It's the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you walk. That's what hip hop is. The culture, the art, the artistry behind it. That's what it is. And that's what I grew up in. So I just assumed that, you know, people from my community all grew up around it, but that wasn't the case, you know. But of course, R&B and soul and jazz, that was there too as well. I couldn't even believe Drake even tried to diss Kendrick back when, like, he must have never listened to him. He did. And that's the sad thing about Drake. Drake went back and listened to all Kendrick albums, and that's what made him say what he said. He definitely listened to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Like, he definitely listened to that album. And that's the reason why he fell on his face. Because Kendrick is already talking about his flaws, and then you're gonna be like, you know, oh, you did it. That's like you talking about, like, you growing up, and you're like, yo, man, I used to shoplift and I got arrested for it. And then somebody comes out dissing you. Yeah, you know, you got arrested for shoplifting when you were younger. I'm like, yeah, I told everybody that, my guy. Like, now what happens? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's the Eminem effect, the B Rabbit effect. Now go ahead and tell these people something they don't know about me. You know what I'm saying? I do live in a trailer park. My homie did shoot himself. My homie did fuck my girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what you gonna say about me? It's one of those things. He put himself out there before, like, anybody even had anything to say. Like, he was lining Drake up for years. And if you follow, like, the history between them, that's exactly what he's doing. He was lining Drake up. Definitely lined him up. He lined him up. He saw him coming from a mile away. Like, and I was telling people that for a minute, man. And that's the reason why I came through, like, when it came to my channel, that's why I started getting more aggressive with, like, my content on TikTok. Because I was tired of these people, and I speak about this all the time. I was tired of these content creators online that really just run with any narrative, man. It was pissing me off. Like, you got these people out here that just, they're content creators. They're not even fans of the artist or hip hop or anything. They're just covering controversy. And I understand that's your lane, get your money. However, you can't be over here. The same people I'm talking about were glorifying Drake. Oh, Kendrick can't do nothing. When after Push-Ups came out, he can't do nothing with him, man. Kendrick can't do nothing with him. And I was most mad at the battle rap community when that happened. Because the battle rap community, because Drake showed his face and he fronted money on the event in the battle rap community, all the battle rap bloggers' opinions were biased, except ARP. Salute to ARP. He was the only blogger I saw that did not have a biased opinion. I think Chris Unbiased didn't have a biased opinion either. But for the most part, 98% of the battle rap community were being biased as hell. Even after what was that joint, y'all? Euphoria. Even after Euphoria came out, they still were like, it's not enough. I was like, are y'all serious? Y'all are battle rappers. How did y'all not catch all the lines? And it's because Drake put money in their pocket. He didn't pay them off, but they're thinking of the whole, what have you done for me lately? And Drake claims he studies battle rap for a living, so. Yeah, his problem was was there wasn't much he could say about Kendrick. Exactly. What are you gonna say about Kendrick? You know what I'm saying? He didn't have no dirt in his name like Drake. That's the thing about it. When you put yourself out there as much as Drake does, there's more room for interpretation and there's more room to point out your flaws. And I was like, when Drake first came out, I was a heavy fan of Drake, bro. When he first came out, I was a heavy fan. Like, the So Far Gone mixtape is probably one of my favorite projects by Drake. Out of like 3, that's like one of my favorite. That's probably number 2. You know, because that's when he was like rapping. Like, he was hungry. You know what I'm saying? And like, we had we were doing like a little reaction to Drake up here when he was on Funk Flex and he was reading off the Blackberry and shit. We did a reaction to that. Even when that happened, we gave him a pass because we was like, yo, hey, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Drake is, you know what I'm saying? Drake, he's just corny, but he could rap. And I have a problem with that. Like, you're corny, but you can rap. You're not talking about being tough. You're talking about being fly, you know, all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? We don't believe you, but it sounds dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like the way you rap. We like the way you harmonize, the way you sing. We like that. It was cool. But then when you started to be the tough guy, that's when I was like, all right, man, that's not you, bro. I've been watching you for a long time. Don't do that. And Wayne told him, Wayne said, hey, don't get tattoos. Don't be out here trying to smash other people's girl. Stay out of the drama. Don't talk tough. Don't hang with the wrong people. He did all of that. And this is what happened to him. Wayne don't even rock with him. He went and smashed Wayne's girl while he was in prison. Then he got a picture of Wayne tattooed on him. Come on, man. You say I'm in the kitchen cracking up at work. Told you, Evie, these are facts. Like, it's crazy because when I saw him doing this, I was like, how y'all not see this coming? You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, like, but yo, keep an eye out though. The new beef, I'm over here stuttering and shit, right? The new beef, Y'all stay tuned. The new beef is gonna be here February 19th at 1:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The new beef for hip hop is going to be Drake and J. Cole. That's the way it should have been in the beginning, in my opinion. I was a fan of his singing stuff, just wasn't a fan of his cap rapping. That's a good way to put the cap rapping. Acting like he grew up struggling. Drake reminds me of T.I.'s son. Oh my goodness, wow, man, I forgot all about King. I'm glad they checked him though. He didn't stay. That little viral moment he had didn't stay up long. Like they went ahead and T.I. and like all them, they went ahead and handled him. Yeah, he's talking about he got, but we don't believe it. I'm tell you, man. Hmm. Talking about how fly he is, even, you know what I'm saying? Even if, if he believes that, that's cool. He's not hurting anybody, you know what I'm saying? You can live in your own mind. But yeah, but it's going to be J. Cole and it's going to be Drake. If you listen to Birthday Blizzard, I still gotta go back and dissect that mixtape too. But if you listen to Birthday Blizzard and you look at the shots like Drake is kind of throwing on Twitter and stuff like that, it's going to be like when Iceman comes out. Speaking of which, I feel like he should change that name. And it's so crazy because that was the name of his album before all this Ice stuff started happening in the country. That was the name of his album prior to all of that. So it's crazy like how like this demon of negativity and things not going your way is following you. Because when he made that album, none of this was going on. So I feel like he should change that name. And then also I feel like there's going to be a lot of disses, maybe not a lot of disses, but there's going to be some jabs at J. Cole on there. Because I believe something happened behind the scenes between J. Cole and Drake. And it's something that J. Cole can't unsee. But I think what J. Cole can't unsee is something that Kendrick had already saw from the beginning. So we're going to see what happens with that. I'll be in tune. I'll be covering it up here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have our live streams and we're going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to talk about everything. Like I said in the beginning, Drake just needs to rap. Just rap. That's it. Like when I heard him on 21 Savage's album, man, Recoup. And that's another thing. 21 Savage album is dope. But nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? But Mr. Recoup, Drake is on that album. And I like how Drake is rapping on that album. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, this is classic Drake. This is what you should have kept doing when you was getting your back kicked in. You should have just kept rapping. I heard Iceman and thought, oh yeah, Burr! Gucci Mane, yeah. Once you start suing and rap beefs, that's when all your credit, exactly. Suing over a song. And you didn't even want to, you knew better not to sue Kendrick, so you sue the label. And then all they are, like, Kendrick isn't signed to UMG. UMG is Kendrick's distro. That's the reason why when people were covering Kendrick's reactions, they weren't getting flagged. They weren't getting flagged because they're his distro. They don't own his product. They own Drake and his product. They own the OVO name and the Drake name for that deal. So it's like, come on, man. But then you go sue UMG because you don't want to sue Kendrick because that makes it too obvious. Drake is a decent rapper. He should have stayed authentic to who he was. I agree. That's when I liked him. I liked him the most when he came out with the mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to find himself. I like Drake when he was trying to find himself. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I didn't like, Best I Ever Had in Bedrock. I didn't like that bullshit. But I get it. Young Money was on a run. Nicki was on fire. You know what I'm saying? Drake's creeping up. It was dope. That just further proves Drake is too soft for what he tried to. Exactly. And but think about it though, Evie, we all knew it. We all knew it. And I blame his camp. I blame the people in his camp. The people in his camp just allowed him to do this foolishness. They just let him do it. Like, I'm like, yo, those are not your friends. Those are yes men. And once again, Kendrick spoke about that, having the yes people around. And then we saw that he had a mole in his camp that was feeding Kendrick information. And then he would try to do some on the contrary shit on the heart, talking about, yeah, we fed you the information. So if I fed you the information, why are you saying which one of my niggas need to get a clip? You're not going to shoot anybody. But if you're feeding him the information, why are you asking which one of his people? You're asking your op who the snake is for them on your side. But you fed me the information. Like, make it make sense. Like, what are we talking about? Yo, it was so frustrating listening to him, man. And it's crazy. I was going back and forth with one of my homies, like, the New Year's Eve of that year. What was it, 2024? 2024, we was, like, having a conversation about it. And my cousin was like, yo, Lo, you should have recorded this. And I should have, but I didn't want, and nobody criticized my homeboy because he was talking kind of crazy. He was really smart with the way he played in that beef, letting all the content creators eat. Exactly, which was smart. That's who you want on your side. Yep, dropping the disc right when he drops it, right after Drake's, man. I loved it. Dear Adonis. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm sorry that man is your father. I'm like, gosh, no, man. Like I said, I'll cover that now, but the way my channel was moving, I didn't want to cover that because I know all the people that just love of YouTube watchers in my community. But like I said, now that you guys understand me now and you guys see what I'm into and all that stuff, yes, I will be like posting like little clips of that type of stuff too. You know what I'm saying? We're going to catch that one this go around. I think this goes so deep with Drake though. His insecurities lead. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, he wants to be accepted really bad, Lou. He's always felt that way. You know what I'm saying? Like even Pusha said it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you always felt like you wasn't black enough. You know what I'm saying? Your hair wouldn't nap enough. You know, he always felt like people didn't respect him. You know what I'm saying? Because of like who he was. You know, his mom is Jewish, his dad is black, he's light skinned, so he had like this insecurity. And I'm not saying people didn't pick on him. I'm not gonna be naive of that. You know what I'm saying? People probably did pick on him about it, but it's just like, you know, I won't forget about the videos that are out here online where you're saying the N word, which I think is probably like the first or 10th time you said it, and you just got that hard R on it. So the way you have that hard R on the N word shows that you're not really around black people. You know what I'm saying? You could just tell. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of the things you could feel people's energy and tell where they from or tell how they've been around. You know what I mean? Like, or what they seen. With him, you can clearly see that he's not used to having people like that around him. Yeah, I feel bad for him too. He did this to himself. And then people are like, oh, like hip hop is in a bad place and all this other stuff because there's no, you know what I'm saying? There, like the radio doesn't have an identity. Well, take advantage of that. I like it. I like how Kendrick hit the reset button for the simple fact that now you're forced to listen to different content. The radio don't know what to play. You know what I'm saying? You got YouTube, you got the DSPs, you got these independent artists. So if you're an independent artist out there, now is the time to really get in that bag. And when I say get in that bag, I mean like come out with a really good record. You know what I'm saying? Because don't get me wrong, I love the freestyles from all the artists that I have up here, the independent artists, the industry artists. I love the freestyles, but we need a song. We need a song that's gonna go. The freestyles are fire. You know what I'm saying? So this goes to like, you know, Norman saying, Coast Contra, like, yo, we need like a groundbreaking song, a fire song. I love the freestyles, but we need a song, man. We need a song. And that right there is gonna get them up out of here, man. It's gonna get a lot of ears on them and everything. You know, and then it's cool to be conscious. I'm in minority here, but the hard R or not, I think it's a foolish word. I feel you in that, Lou. But at the same time, he used it. And he said it with the R. So, you know, with him, that's how he feels about it. You know, trying to fit in. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fit in. He probably feel the way you feel. But when you're trying to fit in, like I said, if you're a friend to everybody else, you're enemy to yourself. You know what I mean? It just calls you out. You know what I'm saying? If you got to say it with a hard R, you probably shouldn't be using the word. You know, and of course, you know, it's the whole, you know, well, nobody should be using the word. You got that too. But specifically talking to him, if you say it that way, all it does is expose you for what you're afraid to be exposed for. You're telling on yourself when you do it that way. You could just not use it at all. And then you notice in his newer music, then he's saying it with more confidence. And then Kendrick said, I hate the way that you say it. You know what I'm saying? I hate the way that you dress. Like all that stuff. Drake had the hard R, Desmond. It was Drake. Drake said it. Yep, he is. Like Drake is in his own way, man. Drake is clearly in his own way. He is in his own way. He needs to just chill out. And like I said, if he was one of the rappers that just never used the word, like couldn't nobody even come at him for that. By his own hand. Yep. I won't say the S word. Oh yeah. You're talking about him offing himself, right? Yeah, he's like he's getting himself up out of here. You know what I mean? By his own, you mean like by his own hand? I know what you mean. Yep. Salute to the homie Dirkwitz just jumping in. What up, y'all? I'm at work, but in the field doing inspections. Nobody telling me. Nah, you good, bro. Keep doing your thing. I appreciate you pulling up, man. I was actually about to close the stream out too, man. I gotta pick the kids up from school and all that stuff. We just having this always happens, man. That's why when it comes to live streams, I gotta free my schedule for at least 2 hours, man, 2 to 3 hours, because I know it gets like this. I don't think his ego can handle the exactly. But that's the reason. This is the prime example why when it comes to him, he needs to have strong people around him. Drake need to have strong people around him, man. Like when you got yes men around you, they're not gonna check you. You know how mad I'll be if like my partners that I'm around, I'll be doing some corny stuff, and then somebody tells me online, yo, man, that's corny. And I'll tell my homies, like, yo, man, they said I was corny for this. They're like, yo, you've been corny for like 2 or 3 years. Like, why you ain't say nothing to me? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? But once again, if you have this camp of people around you and you're paying them, they don't want to say nothing because obviously they watch you. They know you're very emotional and you do irrational things. They're not going to tell you that you're corny because you might stop them from eating. But that's another thing. Now you're compromised by the money. So now the money is your guide. So you're willing to compromise your personality and everything and let him be corny and let him be whack because he keeps paying you? Fuck out of here, man. I don't want nobody around me like that. I'm walking around the state building watching my phone. I appreciate you, Evie. Drake said Kendrick raps like he's trying to, he said you rap like you're trying to free the slaves. You know what I'm saying? So it's not surprising that exactly why Kendrick was accusing him of, yeah, exactly. He's a culture vulture. Definitely was. Like when he says that, rapping like trying to get the slaves free, like what are you talking about? You're rapping with consciousness? You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy with Drake. I know what he meant when he said that, but it was just, you shouldn't even have said it. And then especially if you're going to say it and not define it, but after you put it out there, it's hard to define it. But I get what he's saying. It's just like, it's the whole with the mainstream rap, right? With mainstream hip hop, it's like we're talking about chains, jewelry, you know, girls, cars, and you're rapping about consciousness. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? It's ignorant as hell what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? I get what he's saying. It's ignorant as shit, but it's not enough. And then you saw how that worked out for him. And then let's talk about Tupac's estate. Tupac's estate, you know, came at him for using Tupac's likeness with the AI. And then he's like, oh, Kendrick, you called, you know, Tupac's estate on me. No, this is the internet. They probably heard it. Are you serious? That joint is crazy, man. And then when it first came out, he tried to say it was AI, but then he saw how it took off and he's like, nah, that was me. It's like, come on, man. Stop playing it safe. Either you did it or you didn't. Like, stop playing around, man. That joint is sad. But it is what it is, though, man. Good conversation with you guys. Good talk with you guys. We had a pretty dope stream. Well, we're going on 2 hours and 12 minutes. Like I said, man, I got to get these kids and everything from school. I'm already kind of late. I usually leave the house around like 1:45. It's like 2:01. They get out at 2:35. I try to get there early so I can pick them up early. There's going to be a long line of cars and everything trying to pick up their kids. So, yeah, it's all good. But now I appreciate you guys dropping in, man. Hope you guys are enjoying the live streams and everything. Like I said, I'm sorry for not putting out as many reactions as I used to and everything. It's just kind of like my reset and everything. I love you too, Evie. For sure. I appreciate you dropping in and making the parents watch my stream on Sunday. I appreciate that, man. That was real. Send you a picture of your nephews. I got you. I'll take a picture of them when they get out of school and everything. I got you. For sure. Appreciate you, Desmond. Yeah. Like I said, we try to do more of these. Shouts to you too, Lou. As always, man. Gang in them, man. I appreciate you dropping in. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for watching, Trustus. For sure, man. You guys are the greatest, man. Y'all remind me to keep going and everything. Always a good conversation with y'all. I appreciate like you guys jumping in and creating the conversation and everything. Because y'all know I'll sit here and talk to myself all day. But it's better with y'all in here. You had a stream on Sunday? Yeah. Yeah, I streamed Sunday, Lou. You wasn't there? You should have. I think you was there on Sunday when we streamed. Yeah, you was there. You was there? Oh, man. I know you say you don't be doing drugs or anything. I'm fucking with you. Yeah, we did. We streamed on Sunday, man. We streamed on Sunday. We're going to stream this Sunday, too. For sure. Yep. I'll go back and watch it. I'm pretty sure you was there. Yeah, I remember I was playing, yeah, you was there because I was playing, remember the game. Remember the game and everything. We was playing like High on Life and all that. You don't remember that, playing High on Life, and I had the skateboard and all that stuff? And then I played Reanimal before that. Yeah, you was there. Now you had me tripping. I'm like, hold on. I know I ain't got the best memory either, but damn. Sheesh. It's all good, man. It's all good. It is all good, Lou. Shouts to Lou, man. It's all good. The days are running so fast. I'm going to attribute that to her, man. It's not her fault. The days are going really fast. I still got to figure out what that means, Durquist. Still got to figure out what that chili means, man. Still got to figure that out. In due time, like you said. I'll figure it out. And then we remember, and you remember, Lou, we were talking about we was talking about watch parties and stuff, and you was a heavy contributor to that. You know what I mean? You was Googling stuff for the watch party, but you wasn't there, though. You said the acid trip. Oh, my goodness. Wow. All right. Something happened. But it's all good, man. Much love to y'all, man. Shouts to y'all. But yeah, let me go ahead and get up out of here, man. Protect your peace with your peace. Stay away from negativity and naysayers. Keep having fun. Keep doing what you love, and everything will come. You guys are the greatest. I will holler at y'all soon, man. Y'all be easy and y'all be safe out there, all right? Love y'all. Peace. Oh, you said she was talking about how about the game must have been created by potheads. She did, absolutely. She definitely did say that, Evie. Thank you. I know. I think Lou remembers now. I think she remembers now. Shouts to the acid trip. That sounded crazy. But yeah, man. For real, trust us. Appreciate you, man. Y'all have a good day, man. I hope everybody is good. Hope everybody stays good. Salute to Tori as well, man. See, I was just about to cut the stream, but then I saw y'all pulling up. See, this is what I'll be talking about, man. But yeah, let me get up out of here, man. I love you guys, man. Y'all be safe out there. All right.